know what I do. I can stream about you. You know how to YouTube just right. What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday night yet again. And guess what? November is almost out of here. And that's a good thing. Can't stand this month. Anyway, how y'all doing? It seems like it was just like 10 seconds ago. We were just on here talking about the movie Flash Gordon. But we're going to talk about another great movie this week. A little classic called They Live, another one of my favorite movies, and one that I just recently introduced my brother from another mother, the Fez Man, into. We're gonna get his take on the thing. Not sure who'll be stopping by. I put out some notifications. We talking about it. If it's just me and John, it's just me and John. If it's just me, I suppose. But yes, Carla Burton says being serenaded by the Fet, serenaded, tortured. Same thing, I suppose. Same thing. So anyway, let's do this the right way because we do have some people here in the chat. So I will bring them up real quick. Let's see who we got. We got brother SP4H. He says, you only live once. We have King Dolphin, the king of all dolphins, is in the chat. He says, hail to me. Yeah, me. SP4H says, I'll be back after the Penguins crack in third period. Okay, I see where I stand. No, totally understandable. It's all cool, brother. Carla Burton says, hey, guys. Well, right now it's only one guy. Uh-oh, hold on. Everybody, 10, hut. The Sarge is in the barracks. Everybody at attention until told otherwise. How's the audio, ladies and gentlemen? How's the audio? I'm hoping that I'm coming through loud and clear because I did everything I could possibly do. I cleaned everything. I disconnected everything, reconnected it, rejiggered it. Can you say rejigger? Is that politically correct these days? Anyway, I put everything back together and here we are. So hopefully, hopefully we're going out nice, loud, and clear. Carla Burton says, hey, Sarge. Oh, Miskatonic Madman in the chat. He says, hello, folks. Hello. I haven't sent you a link? I swear I sent you a link. Hold on. I'm going to resend that there link. Let me look. I'm looking right. You know what? This here. Okay. I'm not trying to be like a complainer and stuff. But again, back to this here X. Oh, Jesus. I didn't send you a link, did I? Yes, I did. Carly, you have a link, but I'll send you another one. I got scared that I sent it to the wrong person because this here X thing, like, I cannot get the hang of. I'm still looking for messages. Why they changed it to chats, okay? I got used to the long word message, right? When you're scrolling through your links there on the left on X, I'm so used to just scanning and looking for the long word messages. Now it's the short word chat, and I can't find my damn chats. And then like today, I restarted the computer, deleted the history, came back in, had to redo everything, including putting in my PIN. And thank God, my brain, as slow as it works, remembered my PIN because I don't think I wrote it down. And, I wanted to put the stuff out for the show tonight and everything like that. And I don't know. Anyhow, Carla, I resent the link, so you should have another. But speaking of another, before I get too carried away, let me bring in my brother from another mother, my partner in crime. You know him. You love him. The return of the Fez Man. Hit that beautiful Fez footage.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the millions watching around the world, let me introduce to you the genius of genealogy, the guru of guitar, John Fez Wendell.
All right, brother John, we think alike, my friend. I'm checking you out, and you appear. Yes, okay. It is safe. It is safe to have Brother John. He is a human, folks. He is human. I checked it out. And apparently, you checked me out too. What do you think?
Yep. Yep.
I fit
So
the
far,
bill.
so good.
Okay,
But
we're all
I
human.
came here. I came here to chew ass and kick bubble gum, and I'm all out of Tostitos.
Something didn't sound right there to me. However, we'll roll
Were
with
we
it.
watching the same movie?
I don't think we were. I think you clicked on the wrong film, my friend. But hold on
Yep.
to your britches. We got another person joining the panel. Well, it's not just a person. Oh, look who it is! It's General Kala. It is General Kala, like the Avatar.
Awesome.
Like the Avatar. Oh, and by the way,
Yeah.
everyone at ease. We got the okay from the Sarge. Whew. Stay seated. I can let my gut back out. Oh, now I can be comfortable. I can be comfortable again. Yes. Carla, are you here?
Yeah.
Or well, you're there.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're a little muffled,
Yeah.
but we hear you.
Okay. I need to go out and come back again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wear a jacket. It's
Okay.
cold out there.
How do I leave?
Yeah, it is the great mystery, isn't it?
There we go.
Up on yeah, okay. All right. So, Brother John, while Carla's reconfiguring
Yes, sir.
or doing what needs done, okay, shall we say? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen, okay? I want to see what you think about something. I was going to show this last week, but I thought I'd wait. Too bad Lenrod's not here. I would have liked to have gotten us all some reactions here, but I discovered this, and I thought you might get a kick out of seeing this. Okay, so what we have here is a product called the Geiger Tremolo. Okay, and you of all people, John, as a like a Gibson guy. Okay, you know your Gibsons primarily don't come with no whammy bar. Okay, so in historically you would had to do some drastic changes to add a tremolo to the guitar. Well, from my understanding is if you look here, you can see the bushings and everything. Supposedly this is like a direct refit. Like you don't have to alter the guitar. And you can just kind of bang these things in. And if you ever want to change it back to stock, you can just pop it back out and put your fixed bridge back on. So check it. And also they come in various colors for, you picky guys who have to match your hardware.
Ooh.
Yep. We got even funky stuff. I mean, if you wanted to Iron Man your guitar right out, Stark of Iron would love that tremolo right there. Okay.
Yes, actually. Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you could really spruce your guitar up. So I wanted to get your opinion on these. What do you think? Would you try?
I like the design. Oh yeah, yeah. And let me see here. It's got the studs. Should be the standard Gibson spacing.
Yeah, let me go back.
What you do is, you pull out the old studs, put in the new ones, and then set the bridge on and put your screws down. Now, I don't know about height adjustment on it, but that may not be a necessity, depending how it's set up.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about. I did notice in this picture.
I love the fact. Oh, go ahead.
I did notice in this picture here that apparently you get two different springs. Now that's probably just, but see, it's probably just setting the tension on the bar, I would assume. But you also have the bar attached at this point here in the center. So I'm not sure if that has something to do with, height or I don't know. I thought it was a very
that's how the bar connects. And I love the fact that you can move the bar in and out of that the stud over the spring and change your handle length. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it really caught my attention, and I thought it was something I would bring to your attention. All you Gibson guys, who don't want to ruin the value or devalue your guitars by putting on like we did in the old days, a Kaler. Like my first guitar, that poor thing, I had a Kaler put on that thing, and to this day, it's not the same. But
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the tailpiece itself or the whole plate that moves. Well, yeah, it would have to be the tailpiece itself.
What I'm thinking here, as I look at it, in this picture, I can see a little more clear. It
Mhm.
looks like where your strings go through here. Basically the tail piece here. Okay. This would replace your tail piece. In other words, your bridge would remain, but this would be your tail piece. And what it looks like to me is when you pull up on this bar, it pushes this arm down, and this must pivot. The whole tail piece must pivot and raise and lower the strings. That's what my take is on it. So I don't know. It looks like it's worthy of a try. So I just thought I'd bring this to you folks, all you guitar players out there who are looking for something to, you're a little bored with your axe or something like that. It might be something you could look into. So again, it's called the Geiker, Guyker, Geiker. So anyhow, I heard a blip. Let me go back here and let me bring in one. Yep, it's Kala. General Kala is with us. Sorry about that, Carla.
Yeah,
We're geeking
it
out
looks
over some-
like
That's my fault. My thing.
Yeah, we were geeking out over some musical hardware.
Good for you. I have a
Okay,
son who
so
would be like that.
Carla, how was your week? Carla?
Oh, it was good. Yeah.
who makes
The other day I went to a place called Winderhome, and it's like a beach. A river goes to a beach.
Oh, very nice. Oh, the Queen Dolphin is here. Queen Dolphin is here in the chat.
Hi, Sandra. Nice to see you.
Hey, Sandra. Hope you're feeling better. I know you're having some issues there and with your knee and all of that there. So okay. I have something else I want to share that I'm really
the King Dolphin to find out if she had surgery yet.
Yeah, it seems like you got a little lag on your. Am I cutting out? Do I sound okay? Am I right?
You sound good.
Okay. I have something I want to share real quick. Carla, this may not interest you, but Fet got a Fet. So I discovered something yesterday that totally made my day. Totally made my day. So I'm going to share it with you all because that's what I like to do. So this article here is courtesy of blabbermouth.net. The other blabber. I'm the YouTube blabbermouth. Blabbermouth. So apparently Metal Church returns with a new lineup featuring David Ellefson, Ken Mary, and Brian Allen. David Ellefson, a bass player of Megadeth fame, is now, man, he's getting around, isn't he? He's really getting around. So he got the boot out of Megadeth. But it says West Coast heavy metal veterans Metal Church return with a revitalized lineup and a hard-hitting new single. And it is, folks, that underscores the sound that has driven their 4-decade legacy. That's right. Metal Church been around just as long as the other big dogs. And in some cases, I think Metal Church is better than a lot of some of the big four. But anyway, so the new formation features founding guitarist Kurt Vanderhoof alongside longtime guitarist Rick Van Zant, joined by bass icon David Ellefson, powerhouse drummer Ken Mary from Flotsam and Jetsam, Fifth Angel, Alice Cooper, House of Lords, TKO, Chastain, and pretty much everybody, according to this list. But apparently he started out in Flotsam and Jetsam, which, oddly enough, is where one Jason Newsted, former Metallica bass player, started out too. Anyway, and dynamic new vocalist Brian Allen, Vicious Rumors. So let me stop right there for 1 second because that's why I'm so excited. Because as much as I loved, and rest in peace, Mike Howe, the second singer Metal Church had, I guess you might say, who returned. It was like the 4th and 5th. Anyway, he was in and out. He was back and forth. I love Mike Howe, but the first 2 Church albums, there was a guy that sang on those called David Wayne, who just, oh my God, man, it takes me right back to my childhood. He had such an aggressive, angry sounding voice. Well, this here, Brian Allen, sounds like David Wayne to me. So this is kind of a return to the original Metal Church sound for me. Anyway, at least in the song I heard. FAFO is the name of the song, by the way. If you haven't seen the video, check it on out. Pretty cool video too. But anyway, let's read a little more of this. It says, following the band's recent tour and return from Australia, Metal Church at a crossroads. An unexpected spark reunited Kurt's creative drive, prompting him to reach out to the musicians who would ultimately shape the group's next chapter. Their chemistry in the studio gave rise to the blistering new track FAFO, the song that immediately energized the band, inspired them to continue writing and recording. The new single was produced by Vanderhoof and mixed, mastered by Chris Zeus Harris, a legend in the industry, at Planet Z. Those sessions have now evolved into a brand new Metal Church album, set for release in 2026 via Rat Pack Records. Additional details will be announced soon, and I will keep an ear out for that because I love me some Metal Church. Vanderhoof comments, after 45 years, the fact that we have new music coming in 2025 feels like a miracle. There was a time when I honestly didn't think Metal Church would continue, but we're back. And this lineup is firing on all cylinders. It sounded like it from what I heard in this song. I can't tell you how excited I am to have a new single on the way. Sorry, I got distracted by a notification. Damn YouTube. Anyway, that alone makes this moment incredibly special. FAFO is an aggressive thrasher, and I think the fans are really going to dig it. I already do. We certainly do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Metal Church. Metal Church plans to tour extensively in 2026, and some festival dates have already been announced with more to come. So here's your dates. Just a few of them so far, but anyway, born out of the explosive West Coast metal scene in the early 80s, Metal Church quickly established themselves as one of the genre's most formidable and musically sophisticated bands. After signing with Elektra Records, the group released two landmark albums, their self-titled debut, Metal Church, and its follow-up, The Dark, two of my favorite albums of all time, two of my canon. As the U.S. metal wave surged, Metal Church hit the road with label mates Metallica, further solidifying their reputation for precision, power, and uncompromising intensity. The band continued to evolve into the late 80s and early 90s, tackling political and social themes with vocalist Mike Howe, rest in peace, brother, on the acclaimed albums Blessing in Disguise and Human Factor. While many peers shifted towards the era's commercial trends, grunge, Metal Church stayed true to their heavy roots, a commitment that earned them a loyal global following, including One Fet for Hire. In 2016, the band reunited with Howe in their 11th studio album, 11, which debuted at number 57 on the Billboard Top 200 and charted internationally, marking one of the strongest comebacks in modern metal. Its 2018 successor, Damned If You Do, continued that momentum with additional worldwide chart success and reaffirmed the band's enduring relevance. Singer Mark Lopez joined Metal Church in the summer of 2022 as a replacement for Howe, who tragically passed away in July of 2021. Lope's first and only studio album with Metal Church, Congregation of Annihilation. That's a title right there, Brother Fez, isn't it? Congregation of Annihilation.
Yeah.
In May 2023 via Rat Pack Records and Reaper Entertainment in Europe. The LP was produced by Vanderhoof himself, the guitar player, founding member. Metal Church made its live debut with Lopez on June 3rd, 2023 at the Legions of Metal festivals at Reggie's in Chicago, Illinois. Now entering a powerful new chapter, Metal Church features Vanderhoof, Van Zandt, Ellefson, Mary, and Allen. With renewed energy, a legacy spanning over 4 decades, and a rapidly expanding worldwide fan base, Metal Church remains a driving force in modern heavy metal, still pushing forward, still evolving, and still unmistakably Metal Church. So, and here's the video thumbnail for you folks who want to go check this out after the show, of course. Don't stray.
Yeah.
But yes, what a band. What a band. I will stop sharing so we can discuss. Brother John, are you at all familiar with Metal Church? I know, Carly, you're probably not. You should be, though.
I'm aware of them. I hadn't listened to them in a very, very, very long time. But this song, you know, as much as I'm not a fan of the rapid fire double bass drums, still, it's a kick-ass song. And
agreed.
I got a kick out of the vocalist especially. What was his name again?
Let me check. Totally forgot already. Was it Brian Allen?
I think so.
Brian Allen.
Yeah. 2 great things about him. I hear the gravel in his voice, especially when he's ending a line, and he carries it through in the melody of the song. And it sounds so much like Udo Dirkschneider. I love it.
Yes, I can hear that.
The other thing is,
well, that's the thing with David Wayne. That's one of the reasons I like David Wayne. It's almost like you took all the greats: Udo Dirkschneider, Bon Scott, another one of my favorites, Steve. Well, not anymore currently, but Steve Souza from Exodus, and put them all together, and that's the voice.
Yeah.
Continue, John. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Brother John,
and then the look, he reminds me for some. Oh, that's all right. The look of him reminds me. Yeah. Am I here?
You're here. Well, actually, you're there, and we're here. Yeah, go ahead.
Lag.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, testing.
You're here. Well, John's working some things out there. I just want to give a real quick shout out to Ginger Gaming.
Hello.
20228 in the chat. Yes. Yeah. We found it. You're here, Brother John. You are here. And so is Wes Cagle, folks. Wes Cagle is in the chat.
Hello, Mister.
Okay.
And here we have an update from Sandra. She says no surgery.
His look
Hold
reminds
on, Brother John.
me.
1 second, Brother John. 1 second. No
am
surgery
I?
yet. Ran into a
All right.
Blonde is here.
Who's here?
Illegally blonde.
Oh, she is. Okay, I'll get to her in a second. I just want to clear this up because we were talking about Sandra earlier. Yeah. Sandra posted in the chat. She says no surgery. No. See, now I can't talk. I'm so excited. But Sandra says no surgery yet. Ran into a hitch during the pre-op clearance. Oh, geez. Now I have to see a cardiologist before I'm cleared. Oh, man. You ran into oh, man, that sucks. Anyway, everyone, please put an SF in the chat for Sandra. Let her know we're thinking about her and hoping she pulls through all this stuff. And no more hitches. No more hitches, folks. Good mojo for the Queen Dolphin. No more hitches. Let's get this thing done and taken care of. But real quick also, FKHC 2005 in the chat. He says, I'm here now.
Okay, John, we'll see you soon.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for an ear out for the blip. All right. Okay. FKHC says, I'm here now. Where are the white women at? Uh-oh. Lock up your doors. Bolt the windows. Lock your doors.
No, I didn't. I just have it. I need to get a haircut and a real job.
I got a haircut.
My husband always is.
I got this one. This one here.
Yeah, I'm going for a fence look. My hairdresser only gets back on the 24th of November, which is this week. So yay!
Very cool. Very cool. So Carla will probably get more than one haircut. I only ever get one. I got to keep everyone I got. Anyway, yes, Illegally Blonde is here. She says here, laughing her butt off. So yeah, nice to see you. It's been a bit. And yes,
Lemon Pie's here.
Lemon Pie. Holy smokes, Lemon Pie. Nice to see it. It's been a while since I saw Lemon Pie too. So yeah, but we got the SFs pouring in for the Queen Dolphin. Yes.
Okay.
Wishing all the best. Okay. Oh, wait, I skipped right over it. Illegally Blonde has to dip. Okay. You dip. I was going to say something about being dipsy, but I couldn't work it in. Anyway. Yes. Thanks for stopping in. On this wonderfully brisk November Saturday. Yes. But so Carla, have you seen They Live? You've seen They Live?
I did. I watched it this week just for you.
See, it wasn't as scary and gory as you thought,
right?
No,
it wasn't. You're right. But I have to pay tribute to Corion, who said that you can't have sci-fi without another genre. Like you need at least two genres, and that was sci-fi and horror. So,
yeah, no, there's definitely a horror element for sure. But still a great movie.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it gets you thinking, and I watched it. I watched it 2 days ago, and the funny thing was I watched it on YouTube, even though I have the DVD right here. right? But I still watched it on YouTube.
Yep.
And,
Yep. Yeah.
it was so funny watching the commercials. I was literally sitting there wondering if there were any subliminal message being fed into the phone. Oh, yes, and I forgot to check. I mean, let's see. Carla Burton? Okay. She checked out, folks. All right. We're good. I should have done that when you first popped on, but,
Yeah.
mhm.
Good job. No, that was a fun movie.
Yeah, like Wes Kegel says, They Live has the greatest fight scene in all of cinema. I totally agree, brother. I totally agree about that. And, if you wanna pop on at all, when we get into talking about I'm gonna hang on and wait until brother Fez makes his way back. Hopefully he can make his way back. But, I think you're in the group chat. The link should be in the group chat on Twitter or X, whatever. One of these
You know
days.
what you should do? You know how you talk about a movie a week? You should talk about a band a week as well. And then you can tell me about the band and I can listen to some of their music for you and tell you how wrong you are.
Or you'll be surprised to see how many times I'll be right though too. Well, I kind of do it because I kind of have. I might as well just pop it up now. So I was like, somebody posted a live rendition of Dio, "The Last in Line" earlier today, and so
Lombardi.
I've been, hey Lombardi, 1969, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my friend? Thank you for popping in the chat. Oh, and by the way, too, Ginger Gamer says, finally made it to one of your lives. Yes, man, it's so good. He's been like, send me a link, and like every week I forget. I just, Carla, you can verify this.
You're an ex. Yeah.
He's kind of all over the place. I think he's one of those people who's kind of more on Facebook. That's one of the problems. Like I can't stand Facebook.
Okay.
I avoid Facebook like the plague. I go in, put in a link or something, and right out. But yeah. So anyway, it's nice to have you here in the chat. And but back to Dio. So I got thinking about this album here. I was a little late into the Dio. Yes, I should. Man, too bad. Yeah. So I wish we would have thought of that sooner. I would have had you listen to some Dio today, Carla, to get your take on it. Because we've talked about Dio before. This was the band we were talking about a little while back where. When I was a kid, I used to take cassettes. We didn't have CDs back then. I used to take a cassette every Tuesday out to my guitar lesson, and my guitar teacher would figure out a song. I'd choose a song, he'd figure it out by ear, and he'd teach me how to play it. And I remember the only time I could have possibly wanted to kill my guitar teacher, because he almost got me in a heck of a lot of hot water with my mom, was when he pointed out that the logo. He's like, "Did you ever notice how the logo says devil when you turn it upside down?" And I never even thought about it at this point, but he proceeds to show my mom how, see, it's Dio, God. It says God this way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
God in Italian. But when you turn it upside down, you have D, E, V, I, L.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So then my mom's immediately like, "Oh, I knew they were devil music and this and that." Come on. Dio is not devil music. It's good and evil. It's the balance between good and evil.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm a little kid at that point. I don't know these things, I don't know there's more than
exactly.
So how do I defend it? And so just according, my mom just thinks, Dio is devil music now. But
I mean, I love Prince. I love Prince and Meatloaf, but I don't play those songs around my children.
Well, that's the thing. My mom, she was an Elvis fan, but she couldn't even have she didn't even have the good Elvis stuff. She had all the gospel 8 tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to try. Little
Maybe she used to listen. Yeah, go.
I used to try to appease her. Every couple of years, I'd go through her stash and try to find a cool 8-track. Because there were Elvis songs I kind of dug as a kid. Viva Las Vegas. To this day, I absolutely love his version of Always on My Mind. Is one of my favorite. You. This is a secret between us.
Okay. I won't tell anybody.
On the channel and within the chat, but I love Always on My Mind. Elvis's version of Always on My Mind almost sounds like if a hair metal made a power ballad out of it in the late 80s, right? That's what Elvis's version of it sounds like to me. It sounds like almost metally version of a ballad. But as opposed to Willie Nelson, Always on My Mind. That I can't tolerate that.
Yeah.
No, there's some Elvis stuff I like, but my mom just didn't have the good stuff. not knocking
Well,
the God.
maybe she was hiding the good stuff from you.
I don't know, maybe, because she didn't want me to. She used to always like knock all my music, and I guess it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been a good look if like I actually broke out one of her 8 tracks, and he was. I don't know, did Elvis have any badass stuff? But
I
well, I
don't
mean,
know.
really, like Suspicious Minds. That's another
Oh yeah.
favorite of mine, and don't tell anybody. But that one about cheating, I don't know. It's been so long since I heard it, but I'm just trying to think of something that would kind of shock my mom, for me to find out she was listening to. But because
Yeah.
other than Elvis, I just remember things like she always listened to the radio. But I can remember one song she used to jam to was that Witch Doctor song. I forget. Is that the actual name
I
of it?
don't know.
Hey, ting tang, walla walla, bing bang. You know that song?
Oh right. Oh
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she used to jam to that one. I can't tell you how many times I heard that one in my life. But
Yeah. I really love listening to what do you call it? Boogie woogie type music and that sort of that sort of jazz type music. I love that. And then I ended up one of my sons who was very young when I used to listen to it. He plays that all the time, all that time sort of thing. So
wow.
It's pretty funny how kids are influenced by what you listen to.
Tim says, "Viva Viagra." He also said, episode 42, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have to see that there movie. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, yeah. Which one? There are two, though, right? There's one from a long time ago, and then there was another one recently with Martin Freeman. So there are two different movies. You'd want the original one, wouldn't you?
Well, in my experience, anything new isn't that great. So
yeah,
probably
yeah.
But I haven't seen either. Although I do hear a rumbling that this remake of The Running Man is pretty good. But I don't know. That's going to be
I don't think the Terrical Drinker agrees.
No, doesn't he? I haven't seen it. So. Did he do a video? I'll have to check it out. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think he did.
It's going to be hard to top the Schwarzenegger one. I'm not the world's biggest Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, but in my opinion, that is one of his better ones.
Yeah, that's a good movie to watch.
Yeah, I dig The Running Man. So Dio has rocked for a long time. Tenacious D song. I don't know. I avoid Tenacious D like the plague. I never found it funny. Like, and I'm not okay. I'm a little biased now because of Jack Black. I mean, I could never stand Jack Black. I could never. I mean, the first thing I ever saw Jack Black in that I remember was The Cable Guy, the Jim Carrey movie. And you can ask anyone that knew me at the time. I was always saying, man, I can't stand this guy in this movie. I can't stand him. I want to punch him in the face. And now I really want to punch him in the face. I really can't stomach Jack Black. But the whole Tenacious D thing, I always found that you can do like making fun of metal and making fun of music. You can do it like tastefully, like Spinal Tap. And that's saying a lot too, because I can't stand Rob Reiner either. But you can do it.
True. Yep.
Tenacious D always came across to me like they thought that hard rock and heavy metal fans are just dumbasses and will just find it funny. So like I don't know. I never liked the Tenacious D thing. If you guys do, that's fine. That's your thing. But I think they're making an ass out of metalheads. So screw Jack Black. Anyway, moving on.
Fair enough.
Hey, Old Man Bird is here. Speaking of rockers.
Hi.
Fellow guitar player, Old Man Bird, he says, big band in the mood. Bugle Boy of Company B. I think I know that song. I'm embarrassed to admit that. The Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Is that it?
Yeah, I love yeah.
Probably one of my mom's old favorites or something. I don't even know why I know that. But yeah. Let's hit on well, Tim, I'm not going to hit on you. I'm going to hit on your comment. It says, he says, The Running Man. I think Stephen King can write better than Richard Bachman.
Okay.
Uh-oh, watch out. Look out. The Metallica madman himself says, ew, everyone. What's up, brother Lenrod? What's going on? The Andrews sisters. Yes. Now, hold on. Now, were they the ones that sang Mr. Sandman? I may be wrong about that, and I kind of hope I am because I don't want to have knowledge of these things. But if they sang Mr. Sandman, I have to at least give them some credit because I love that they had that in Halloween too, the John Carpenter, because I love almost anything John Carpenter does. Honestly, he may be my favorite, aside of maybe George Lucas. He's probably my favorite director. I might even like him a little better than George Lucas, honestly, because he's a musician as well, and he does his own soundtracks, including the soundtrack for the movie we're going to talk about in a little bit. If Brother Fez ever makes his way back to the show,
yeah, poor fella.
Yeah, I was hoping to have this one be like a shorter 2-hour one tonight, but I was thinking like 2 hours till Brother John makes his way back.
Yeah.
So Wes Cagle says, "Well, Spinal Tap came out way before Trump broke Rob Reiner's mind." Yeah, I don't know if you folks saw, but have you folks seen the new Spinal Tap 2? Not too good. Not too good. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's a shame.
There's a couple parts that made me chuckle, but for the most part, it doesn't have anywhere near the magic that the first one had.
Is it the same guy?
It's the same guys. The guy that played the keyboard, he actually he passed away.
Linrod is saying he can't get on X.
Oh, he still can't get on X.
Okay, so I don't know. Have you got another way of contacting?
Let me see if I can. I think I have his email.
Okay.
I'm going to take a stab at it. Again, this is risky business here because I have a couple of tabs open in the back here. So I'm going to try. But like I said, I did restart and recombobulate and all that stuff. And fortunately, right before the show, I kept hearing a blip and I assumed it was John having trouble. So I wanted to resend him the link, and I have to send him through the email. And because I restarted my computer, I was logged out of my main email.
Oh, yeah.
Do the two-step verification thing, and here it's changed that. So then I have to send a text message to my new phone.
Have you got a new phone?
Anyway,
you got a new phone. Good.
Yeah. Yes.
It was. Text me.
It was no. It's the same phone number and everything. It was a gift. So what am I going to say? No. But okay. Let's see.
I like people who give me gifts like that.
Yes. Yes, that was very, very nice.
Very generous.
I'm wondering if Lenrod if he does his email doesn't go. Let's try Metallica Man. I'm not seeing him here. The question is,
hey, careful there! You can't say take that stab at it on YouTube.
Sorry about that. I meant whatever. I guess if we're pulled, we're pulled now. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. I tend to forget the lingo mumbo jumbo you're not allowed to say here on YouTube because I'm a real person. We say real stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You shouldn't be penalized for it. You know, or penalized. I guess it was what YouTube does for you. Here's the thing. YouTube. See now. Something happened overnight again. It's like I woke up today, 7 subscribers gone. Now I can't. Okay, maybe a couple of people didn't like my last video or whatever. This that, but 7 people in the last day.
Yeah,
what are you doing here? It's funny that I'm getting close to monetization and all this stuff's happening more and more frequently. It's like whatever, dude. Whatever.
You got a lot of subscribers. Don't stress it.
Yeah,
those who will come naturally.
That's what she said. But I mean, it's I don't know. It's like you put all your work into your thing, and
you're right.
Maybe Gmail. I'm going to try Gmail. I know we've interacted before. There he is. All right. All right, going to send you the link, brother Lenrod. Like I said, my mind works. It's just slow, and I couldn't remember what email we've corresponded with before. So okay, she's away. She's away, brother Lenrod. You should have a link now. So okay.
Anyway, you were talking about Dio. Did you finish what you were saying about Dio? You got distracted with what your mother used to listen to.
I never get distracted. I never get distracted. I always stay right on, right on target.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying,
Okay.
I was just thinking about how much this album meant to me this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a little late getting into Dio. I honestly,
How
again,
old is late? How old is late?
hold to bring Lenrod in. I just heard a blip. Lenrod, Blue John back.
Hi.
What's going on, Lenrod?
I am here, and I just finished a card tournament.
Oh,
Did
good job. Did you win?
you kick ass?
I only took third.
Hey,
Oh, that's all right. Well, were there
better than I
three
would've
people?
done.
It was an uphill battle. I had 2 rounds against the same deck that was a full hard counter for what I was playing. So the fact that I was able to get any gameplay in at all against them was amazing.
Very nice, man. I suck at cards, so you would have kicked my ass for sure. But Lenrod, you came in at a good time. We were just talking about. Oh, by the way, the new Metal Church. You enjoyed it, right, brother?
Oh yeah, that's pretty slamming.
Yeah, I really liked it too because you're a fan of old school Metal Church, correct?
Yeah,
Oh, what do you think, man? The singer sounds a lot like David Wayne, I thought.
yeah. He's really close. It's a little screechier, like almost like Udo in some ways, but it's definitely sounds a lot like David Wayne.
Yes, so I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully, Dave Ellison finally has like a legitimate home again. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
That's a good fit too. Metal Church, Hey,
yet another connection for the Bay Area bands.
yeah. I mean, hey, if Duke Erickson can't make it, man, why not have a big gun like Dave Ellison in your band?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were just talking about Dio. Somebody posted a video earlier, so I'd had Dio on my mind. Dio's on my mind all afternoon. So I was thinking about how important this album was to me. So again, late into Dio. I can't even remember a specific age. Maybe 12, 13, I think, when I finally got this, right? Because I used to go in school back in the day. Some kid in a study hall used to bring in a boombox and he used to play like, I guess it was a mixtape. And occasionally Heaven and Hell from Black Sabbath would come on. And I would hear the song. And, I knew it was Black Sabbath. I knew it was Dio singing and stuff. And I always liked it, but I never really bought any of their albums or anything. And honestly, I wasn't even aware of like Holy Diver at first. The thing that caught my attention was Lenrod. I think we were just talking about like, it was a metal compilation, Slave to the Metal, I think it was called, the cassette I got, and it had Mystery on it off of this album.
I say hi, Donna.
Donna Hergenrether. Donna
Yo.
Hergenrether. Oh, I got behind on the chat, didn't I? Yes, I sure did.
You're fine.
Holy
Fizz says
smoke.
he's a few minutes, he hopes. That's Fizz. Death Paul 100 is Fizz, and he says just a few more minutes. Anyway, if someone
Fez
turns
is-
up, I'll say hello soon.
Okay. You're a little muffled, Carla. Oh, yeah, there
Oh,
is Donna.
sorry.
Hey, Donna Hergenrether in the chat. What? Okay, Donna, you're here. Okay, hold on. See, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm not supposed to talk about Dio tonight. But before Donna goes to
Yeah,
bed,
you are. You will.
let me
I'll
pop
make
this up. Let me pop this up. The movie of the week. The movie of the week, folks. I'm finally doing it while Donna is still here. There you go.
There you go.
Demolition Man, another one of my favorite movies too. So yeah, it'd be nice if I could be with the guys there. That is another classic. Love me some Stallone. That one is right up there. Sandra Bullock. I don't know if she was ever any hotter than she was in that movie. And there's an Oldsmobile 442 kicking ass at the end of this movie. So this thing has everything for me. It has action, women, muscle cars, science fiction. Wesley Snipes was awesome too in this film. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. In case you want to brush up before Wednesday so you can interact with the fellas, it's going to be the old Demolition Man. And I thought it was appropriate to put Doomcock over there because with his mouth, he'd definitely be giving that there.
Yeah, the swear machine.
Yeah, the swear machine citation giver a run for its money, and I'm sure he would definitely wipe his ass with those too. So
doesn't know how to use the she shells.
Nope. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Movie of the week, Demolition Man. But
Donna wants to catch up with what you've talked about, but basically all you've done is not talk about Dio.
yes, I start talking about Dio and don't finish. So that's about. Yeah, you didn't really miss anything. We talked about some metal.
That's the most important part. That's why we do it. So make sure you finish.
So I'm easily distracted. That's why. As before, it says Holy Diver. Oh, I do love Holy Diver. I did go back. Believe me, I got this and then proceeded to go back and buy a Holy Diver. And believe me, I love Holy Diver just as much as this, if not more in some cases, but it depends on the day. But today I'm really loving The Last in Line. This album doesn't get enough credit. You know, everybody knows Rainbow in the Dark and Holy Diver and all that there. But man, the last in line. Yeah, The Last in Line. I almost said The Last Command. I'm thinking Wasp now too. Yeah. We Rock. Freaking mystery though. One of my favorite Dio songs. I don't know, something about that one does something for me. Makes me feel good. Where a lot of metal doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I like when it pisses me off and makes me want, beat people up and stuff like that. But something about Mystery just makes me feel good. I can put that on and just zone out to it. And no matter what's going on in my life, that's one that takes my mind off of things. So thank you, Ronnie James Dio, for this album.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it. But okay, there. I think I finally finished with my Dio speech. But now going back to Metal Church though, in songs. Now, if you go way, way, way back on King Dolphin TV, at one time we did a top 5. We all picked whatever we wanted to talk about. Of course, I talked about metal, and one of my bands was metal. It was bands you probably don't know but should, and one of mine was Metal Church. Well, I heard a blip, but I don't see John. But I even said all the way back then. I've always said, I don't know why I say this, but if I was a professional wrestler and I needed an entrance theme that psyched me up coming down to the ring, always, Ton of Bricks. First song off Metal Church's second album, The Dark. That one there is just, oh my God, that one psychs me up. Stay away from me. If you hear me listening to Ton of Bricks, his arms will be flying and you will get hit.
What do you call them? Clothesline people.
Yeah. Oh, that there. Be mosh. That one's the instant mosh song for me. Man, just right from the opening. What a way to start an album too. How about it, Lenrod? What a way to start an album. Just ripping your face off. First song.
Yeah.
What?
It's over. You're a bloody pulp before the first song.
That album has 2 perfect album starts on it, actually. Because side B, it opens with The Dark, and that is a fantastic opener too. Yeah. Well, honestly, the entire album, there's not a dud on that album for me. Oh yeah, that whole record is
Method
phenomenal.
to the Madness.
Finish.
Yeah, Method to the Madness, which was kind of a slower song for Metal Church. And most people would consider it slow, but even that one I love. And it's in such a good place in the album and stuff. And I don't know. I love that entire album.
Was Max Redstone here.
Max Redstone. Yeah, I'm ignoring the chat. Man, I'm sorry. See, that's
You're fine. No, keep talking. I will tell you what to do.
He says tons and tons and tons and tons. We're just gonna pretend I read that all of Bricks. Yes. No. What a song, though, folks. You want to hear a wicked metal. Okay, Brother John's here. I'm gonna try to bring him in before we lose him again.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah.
Should probably get my camera going. It's been a while. Does the battery?
John,
no, you're mute.
You're muted or something, I think. We have no audio.
We can't hear you.
Oh, wait a minute.
There he is. Now
wait a minute.
Now we hear you.
Am I?
No, you're still burping a bit.
Yeah, you're a bit of a droid, John.
This laptop is gonna go flying in about 2 minutes.
Oh, on a lighter note, SP4H says The Last in Line is amazing. Totally agreed.
There we go. We have camera again.
Hello. He's trying to fix stuff.
Yep. I'm gonna have to go into my closet and build a new one. I'll mail it to you.
See, too bad it wasn't on camera. See, John, you should turn the camera around, and this will Fed for Hire for once will be an educational channel.
I think the camera's part of the computer he's working on, though.
Yeah, that's true. Egypt, the chains are on. Is a great slow grinder. Yeah, agreed.
Let the chains around. Yeah. That's the outro to the album.
You know, another one though too that doesn't get the credit it deserves is Sacred Heart. Like I know the band was falling apart at that point, and the relationship between him and Vivian is.
Oh,
You're there, John. You're there,
I
brother.
can hear
John.
you.
Can you hear us?
You're running at like half a frame per second.
Hello?
You are there.
Hello.
Okay. Let me that. Okay. I'm here somewhere. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes,
We can hear you,
we
John.
can hear you.
Okay. Long leg?
No?
You got a little leg.
Quite a bit.
How do you
yeah.
tell? How can you tell what leg he has?
I noticed, like, when I say something to him, I got like a second there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Ooh, what's
Yeah,
that?
this
Squeaky clean.
laptop is going to go through the wall any second now.
I've been there. That's my computer's on its last legs here. That's why today I actually remembered. I restarted everything. I defragmented. I did all kinds of stuff here. So hopefully I'm coming across well this evening.
Who, me?
No, me.
Yeah.
But apparently you should have too.
See, you readjusted your lighting a bit. I can read the on-air sign now. It's glowing.
Oh yeah. It's funny because it has a light in it, but if I turn the light on, it's too bright. It's like a blazing laser beam behind me. Right? So I just lit everything up back there because then I can occasionally pivot, and you can see my fit for hire and my doomcock back there.
Yeah, we can do. Good job.
Yeah.
Your wall of fame.
I totally forgot. I wanted to, since the Christmas stuff is out, I want to be like a legit YouTuber. You know how they have the colored light back there. I want to get me a green bulb eventually, but just pretend that's green right now. But
yeah. But you just wrap Christmas lights around random things and go with that.
Yeah, I could do that too. How you doing, Brother John? You look like you're zoning out or something.
A little frozen there.
Frozen.
Oh, there
hi.
He went. You lost him.
You insulted him. He's got out of here.
And if you have the courage to cross the rainbow bridge, you may find the Sacred Heart. That was a funny thing. I got that. So I think I've talked about this many times. You're probably sick of hearing it, but for the new people, my mom would never really get me things musically, like albums or cassettes or anything for my birthday or Christmas. I don't know why. And apparently she did, because the one year I'm like, please, Mom, I want this band, Quiet Riot, Metal Health. You can't mistake the album. It's got a guy with a metal mask on the cover and this nice shoulder. Anyway, so we used to have a retail store around here called Jamesway. It's kind of like Walmart way before Walmart. And my sister used to work there. So my mom went there with the cool intention of getting me Quiet Riot, Metal Health, and they didn't have it. So my sister recommended Def Leppard, Pyromania. And like, I was late getting into Def Leppard too. I didn't know Def Leppard, and they weren't like monsters on MTV quite yet. So my mom got me Def Leppard, Pyromania. And so that Christmas, I knew that little rectangle in the wrapper was, well, at least I thought it was Quiet Riot Metal Health. So I saved that for last. Went through everything else, opened this up, and it's Def Leppard, Pyromania. And I literally said to her, what's this crap? Or garbage. I forget what I said. Or crap or garbage, right? I didn't know. And I feel so bad now because I love Def Leppard. I love Pyromania. It's one of my favorite albums, So I didn't realize she was doing. And my sister did something really, really cool for me that day. I just want to choir. So I never again got any cassettes or anything for birthdays or Christmases after that. But what happened was the year that the Sacred Heart came out. I didn't even know Dio had a new album, anything. We didn't have the internet back then or any of that. And so in some years, my oldest sister didn't even get me a present. But this particular year, she came up to my mom's house and handed me another wrapped cassette. It was the same sister that previously suggested Def Leppard. So I was like, all right, we'll see what this is. Probably Michael Jackson or something, right? But no, I opened it. It was Dio, Sacred Heart. So like, that was a really cool Christmas for me because I didn't even know the album. I didn't even know we had a new album, and so I sat there Christmas Day when I should have been interacting with the family and stuff. But I sat there Christmas Day all day listening to Sacred Heart over and over and over and over again. So that was kind of a special Christmas for me, and Dio was a part of it. So thank you again, Ronnie James Dio. So
you're saying Dio was a Christmas album?
Yeah, Sacred Heart. Yeah, be my Christmas album. That'll be my pick this year for Christmas for albums. It'll be Sacred Heart, and we'll all know.
Tony's leaving a like.
Stock of Iron in the chat says leaving a like and love. We'll watch later. Very cool, man. Very cool. Max Redstone says Slick Black Cadillac. You know, no disrespect to the Randy Rhoads years, but that's the only song I really don't care for on Metal Health. Is Slick Black Cadillac. I don't know. I think it kind of drags the album down. It's okay, I guess, but
it's all right. Yeah.
I get it though. It was cool that they incorporated something from the Randy Rhoads era. But yeah, come on, feel the noise. I used to have a Quiet Riot shirt in middle school. As a matter of fact, I got it in Niagara Falls, Canada, the one year we were up there. Every year we went to the falls when I was a kid.
I was going to say, it sounds like you went there a lot.
Yeah, every year. We went there every year. Sometimes twice. There were some years where we went twice a year. But almost every year, something occurred where my mom would give me money for a souvenir, and I would buy something I wasn't supposed to. Well, one year it was a Quiet Riot shirt. And it was a jersey. You know, back in the 80s, we had jerseys. It was like the center, the body of it was black and the sleeves were white, and they only came to about here. And it had Quiet Riot on the front, and on the back, it had a guy with his hands held out like this, and his hair all blown back, and it said, "Come on, feel the noise." And if you guys are familiar with the spelling of the way Quiet Riot spells it on the album, it's C-U-M on Feel the Noise. So
no.
Yeah, my mom really didn't like that shirt, and yeah, she really didn't particularly like when I wore that shirt. But matter of fact, I'll have to try to find it. I have a picture here somewhere where, man, I was a chubby little kid, but it was when I first started playing guitar. I still had short hair and everything, but I know for a fact I'm wearing that Quiet Riot shirt with my guitar teacher, standing next to my guitar teacher. So I'll have to try to find that and pop that up. Just ignore my fat belly as a little kid. But what's this? SP48 says, I used to crank up the Sacred Heart live DVD at around 4 a.m. while getting ready for work. I'm sure my neighbors love that. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do with metal.
You got to share the love.
Yeah. I never had the DVD. I do have I have a Dio live. I forget what it is though. I did have the single or EP, whatever you want, the cassette single, the live Sacred Heart with I believe Craig Goldie played on that. That's when Craig Goldie, before they did what was the one with Dream Evil on it? Oh, it was Dream Evil.
So, yeah. Title track.
Yeah. So there. Yeah, see? I know what I'm talking about. Forget that. This is the Men in Black thing.
You need to get new copies of Dream Evil and Last in Line. Like, I bought them on CD, and I've had the same CD copies for years, but they're the remaster versions, so they sound like crap. I listen to them, and all I can hear is the distortion from them turning the volume up.
Yeah, I have. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think all my old Dio stuff is old. You know, it's look, you got the old black like jewel case, and
yeah,
even Sacred Heart, like I couldn't find. I had to special order that there for some reason. Again, drawing the similarities between Dio and Ozzy, I love Sacred Heart and I love Ultimate Sin. Both of those CDs are kind of hard to get a hold of. Like they're like, at least back in the day, I never walked in the store and saw them. I'd like special order both of those, Sacred Heart and Ultimate Sin. I love both albums. Last in Line is killer. Yeah. That video, if you guys haven't seen the video, check it out. The kid in that video, I always forget what show he was on, but the kid that stars in that video was on a TV show I used to watch, and I remember he used to wear like a red and white shirt in the video. But that's some famous kid in the video for Last in Line. I think I forgot to mention what I was even talking about. Last in Line.
I wouldn't know. So I didn't even know there was a music video.
For last in line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very, very Egyptian. Very Dio. Very Dio. Yeah. You must keep in mind that my first automobile was a 1994 black on black Cadillac Eldorado with a black carriage top and custom wire wheels, slick black Cadillac. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Rome.
What?
Yeah.
If I had a black Cadillac, I would crank that song all the time for sure. But
It's like theme song.
Yeah, but see, no, you had to swap out the wire wheels unless they were gold. Because remember, shiny gold hubcaps. All right, forget I said that about slick black Cadillac. Suddenly, I'm really digging that song, so forget it. Okay, you got me. Yeah, now I gotta go.
There's something real attached to it.
Yeah, now I gotta like go listen to Slick Black Cadillac. Yeah. Highly recommend the Sacred Heart Live DVD. I believe I've seen it on YouTube. That's with the dragon and stuff, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen it. We'll know for the first time if we're evil or divine.
Or the last in line.
Yes, Jimmy Bain again. Oh, hey, Death Paul 100 too. By the way, welcome to the chat.
That's Fez. That's Fez.
Oh, that is Fez. Okay, now
Yeah.
I recognize the old picture. Why is he Death Paul?
I don't know.
It's the original handle. Well, it's just like my account name.
Yeah.
It's the original YouTube account name.
Yeah.
Now look at this. What's up with that? So now all the names are screwed up on my channel as well.
You need to refresh your the catch on your webpage. I think there are some instruction videos that show you how to do it, but yeah, if you refresh the the data catch on your YouTube channel, it should clean that up.
All right. I'm a little scared to do anything right now. I don't want to lose anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's videos about it somewhere because I know we were talking about that once before in a video. And that was actually the solution. So you just need to refresh.
Thank you. I'll turn the camera. Thank you.
Are you do that? I don't know because I've never seen anything.
See, now it's funny because I did, like I said, I deleted all my history, restarted the computer. So yeah, now everything's all screwed up. Well, names are screwed up. So, all right. Oh, Max Redstone. He says, "Okay, I'm off to bed. I'm sleep deprived right now. Good night, everyone. In my dreams." Now I'm going to be singing that in my head.
Good night,
I seek the shiny gold hubcaps. Yeah. All right, man. You have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. That's another thing. I keep telling everybody I gotta eventually do
7 o'clock in California.
I'm jealous. I wish I could get. My sleep has been so screwed up. My sleep is going to be so screwed up next week too. Holy freak!
Why?
I think they're trying to kill me at work. My work schedule is so I'm not sure. We might have to skip next week. I'm going to get my ass handed to me this week at work. You know, I'm supposed to be night shift.
Yeah.
There are 3 days this week I have to go in early. One of them is at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm used to going to bed at 6 to 10 in the morning. You know what I mean? So,
wow! Yeah. You're gonna have
day shift is evil. Sick people.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, good night, Max Redstone. And in my dreams, that's a guitar cover I got to do. I that was the first thing I ever did on this channel. Way many years ago. I did a cover, and that was when I had 3 subscribers, and 2 of them were my kids. But some guy saw my cover, and it was just me. You know, I set my phone down on top of my amp, so you can imagine what the sound quality was. But I set my phone down on top of my amp, and just put a cassette player right next to my phone and played. And some guy really liked it. That was back. I remember I had people at work telling me, you should take that seriously. You can get paid on YouTube. I'm like, yeah. I'd see if I'd have listened back then, maybe. Okay, we got Brother Fez back.
Can I just say that the kid's name was Mino Pelus or something like that? Pelucci or I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's why I never remembered. It's not a real.
No.
Voyagers?
Yes.
The Voyagers.
Voyagers. Yep, the Voyagers from the unknown. The Bad News Bears.
Yeah, now that you mentioned the name.
And something about the Amityville Horror. I don't know what that is.
That's a horror movie. That movie's all right. That was pretty good for a horror movie. But are you there, Brother John? Are you there? Because you look like you're frozen. Or are you just thinking?
I'm not sure.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. You're a little herky jerky though.
Kind of working.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. Any better than it was?
We can hear you fine. You have there's a delay between
Okay.
your audio and your video.
What
Yeah.
I miss?
As usual, we're all over the place. You know, I think I
Yo.
finally finished speaking on Dio. I think. I'm not sure.
Kind of. Sort of. You seem to keep circling back to Dio.
Yeah, because like here
Yeah.
we go. It makes me feel like a king. I only need one thing, and that's a slick black Cadillac. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm no Kevin DeBrow. DeBrow. I never knew how to say that. I have heard him say it both ways. I always said DeBrow, but most people say DeBrow. During the performance of the Sacred Hearty song, I think he meant Sacred Heart song, Dio fights a big-ass dragon. Yeah, with a light-up power sword. Absolute cinema. Yeah, I did see that. Wasn't his name like Chester or something like that? The dragon. He had a weird, goofy name. And that was supposed to be a nightmare to drag around. As you can imagine, a big, giant dragon. And have to set that up and everything for every show. But
yeah,
that was Dio, though. Man, he had to be fighting his dragons. We are bound to our handles like the Phantom Zone. Yeah. I don't know what YouTube's
You can
doing.
change it. No, you can change your handle. I changed mine because mine was name, woman, address, shoe, and I just changed it.
Well, I think he's referring to the ats. I don't think you can change your at.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? You changed your at?
Yeah, and my identity or whatever you call that thing, profile. Because you can change it every X amount of time.
I don't know. I haven't changed my name in many years.
Well, yeah. Nobody knew who I was. I'm like, well, what's the point of that?
Yeah. There it is. Miskatonic Madman knew. He says the kid in the last line video was in the TV show Voyagers with John Eric Hexum in the 80s. I don't know, John. I'm just reading what he wrote. Calm down.
Something else is going wrong.
Poor John.
You know what's not? I don't know why, but when I think of that show, The Voyagers, I also think of another show from back in the day. Carla, maybe you're familiar with. Do you remember the show The Phoenix? It had the dude from Star Trek 2. No. Okay, so in Star Trek 2, Khan's I don't know, second command, whatever you want to call him. You know, the guy with the long hair, he had a TV show back in the 80s called The Phoenix, where he was some kind of alien that came to Earth. He wore like this eagle necklace or something that gave him powers. And the government was trying to see. It's been forever since I saw it. I think this is what the government was trying to find him, like the Men in Black of the day.
I remember that guy. Yeah.
That was
I remember that guy, but I never saw the show. I never saw it.
I think it only had a season.
To New Zealand. Yeah, well, maybe. Then it wouldn't come to New Zealand. Back then, it wouldn't have come to New Zealand. Like, we had established shows because we only had like 2 channels.
I'll bet you it's probably here on YouTube. That's a pretty
no, you're not wrong. Yeah.
From what I remember, it was almost like, almost if you liked anything from the 80s, it was almost like I want to say like the people who made the A-Team or something had a hand in it, because visually it reminded me of like I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now, but maybe Glenn Larson was associated with it.
Maybe.
Yeah, true.
Because it kind of had that
look.
Hand
and everything.
I guess everything kind of had a look back then. But
yeah.
Or Aaron Spelling, right? Aaron Spelling and Glenn Larson, 2 people who had a lot of shows on.
Yes. And they were almost all good too. SP4 says, is it just me, or do the below dwellers in the last line video look like the Borg? It's been a while, but I think, yeah. So, yeah, now what it came first? Did the Borg rip off Dio? Did the Borg rip off?
Probably.
Probably.
We got to tell this to Jill. We got to get her all worked up. Tell her
Borg ripped off Dio. Dio did it first.
In my dreams, it's still the same. Your love is okay. I heard another blip. I think Fez is making. No,
he's trying again.
No, just a blip. No. Okay, it's telling me John joined, but okay. We got an FTD. We got a florist. We got flower delivery. Wasn't that like a florist or something? FTD flowers or something like that.
I think so. Yeah. Is it
John,
working?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, suddenly I couldn't do anything backstage here. I don't know, John. I think it's contagious. That's partially my fault since I won't shut up about Dio. I'm the one who started it.
I don't know. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear
Can't see
you.
it, but we can hear you. And SP4H, by the way, you can't talk about Dio enough on this channel, so it's not a crime at all, my brother. Not at all. Oh, James Caserta's here.
Testing.
I was so
Hi,
bummed.
James.
Testing.
You're here, John. You're here. We can
hear you.
Can you hear us?
I've been trying to get SB4H to come on. I said, you need to come on. He keeps talking about all
Still a
these
big
games to
lag.
talk about.
We lost brother John.
Still having problems.
That's why I wish John would pop in a little earlier some Saturdays so we could iron this stuff out beforehand. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if he didn't do like the camera, but he just did the audio.
Well, he was just a well, it wasn't even a thumbnail. It said it was an FTD florist commercial for some reason, but he didn't have his thumbnail. Oh, George Lynch. Now we're talking. That was a major influence of mine growing up. George Lynch.
Who's George Lynch?
Mr. Scary.
Yeah, Dawkins. Yeah. There you go. You wanna find out what's so great about George Lynch in one epic song? Just look up the song "Mr. Scary." It's an instrumental.
Yeah.
It's iconic. It's legendary. It's got everything a shred instrumental could possibly ask for. Yeah, George Lynch was big. Dawkins should have been way bigger than what they were. They were big, but they should have been way bigger.
Big, but not big enough.
No. Well, I think they would have been if they wouldn't have imploded. I mean, that's the problem. I guess the fact that everybody hated each other wasn't because they're still going at it to this day. Don Dawkins still trashing the rest of them. I just saw something where he was literally, it was him. He said it too. He's like, I wrote everything. The other guys, all they did was do drugs and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I love Don, but he didn't write everything for sure. Matter of fact, their biggest hit, from what I understand, when they were approached to do the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 soundtrack, Dream Warriors, my understanding was Don Dawkins wrote his own version of the song, and then Jeff Pilson wrote the version of the song we all know and love. And the people at Nightmare on Elm Street picked Jeff Pilson's version over Don Dawkins. So, although, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Don Dawkins did have a big hand in a lot of stuff, because after Dawkins split up and he did that solo album, Don Dawkins. Lenrod, are you familiar with the Up From the Ashes Don Dawkins album? Oh, that right there, it's pretty phenomenal. It's almost like a little super group, because two more of the five, of course you had Don Dawkins, but you also had what the hell is his name? John Norum from Europe on guitar, and you had Mickey D from everything, but King Diamond, Motorhead, currently in Scorpions. Yeah, now that one there, the Don Dawkins Up From the Ashes album might be the best Dawkins album of all. And George Lynch isn't even on it, and miraculously they have two guitar players. For the life of me, I can't remember the other fella, but you wouldn't even know it was the guy from Europe. I mean, they sounded like George Lynch on that album. It really it felt like a Dawkins album. And the funny thing was so when they went their separate ways, they all sued each other and everything, and Don Dawkins lost the right to use the name Dawkins. It's his name. It's just his last name. So that's why the band's name was Don Dawkins at that point. He couldn't even use his own last name. So there was kind of they were mutually shafting each other, and to this day they're still bad mouthing each other, which is unfortunate because they were a good band. But yeah, if you guys are bored, that's another recommendation right there.
Jack Lumen.
Jack Lumen? Yes, Jack Lumen. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, Jack Lumen. No, I was thinking of James Caserta. Jack Lumen in the chat. He says he remembers Voyagers. Yeah, Voyager. Man, that's some lost stuff. Voyagers, the Phoenix. Man, Fett is my new discovery.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool. Bog. The Lynch Mob. You know, I got to be honest. When Dokken split up, and we got Don Dokken Up from the Ashes, and we got that Wicked Sensation by Lynch Mob. I totally wanted to be the George Lynch fanboy and say Lynch Mob is the greatest band ever, but I think Up from the Ashes just blows Wicked Sensation out of the water. Lynch Mob sounded nothing like Dokken. Lynch Mob was, well, at least that one. I didn't follow them much after the first album. It was too bluesy. I really didn't like it. And my understanding was one of the problems between George Lynch and Don Dokken was according to George Lynch, he wanted to be heavier. And Don Dokken wanted to kind of be poppier. But like I said, hands down, I don't even listen to Wicked Sensation, but at least once a year I'll listen to the Up from the Ashes album. It's that good. It stands up to this day. I love it. So definitely, Lenrod, man, you got to check out this week or something. Check out. I'd love to hear like next week or whenever you come back on your opinion of it. I think it's the best, probably the best Dokken album.
You're searching for it on eBay now.
Oh, I'm just thinking. Right now. I got every song like "Win Some Nights." Jeez, like every song on that.
Wes Cagle said he has a favorite.
Wes Cagle says my favorite Dokken album is Under Lock and Key. It has one of my favorite songs in my dreams, which has one of the most badass solos of all time. Exactly. Well, I mean, I can't disagree the again, the first thing I ever did on this channel many years ago was a cover of In My Dreams. That is one of my favorites. Matter of fact, the guys in my band used to always make fun of me because whenever we'd be done at rehearsal or whatever, I'd usually go into something George Lynch, and it, of course he's going to play George Lynch. So might be. I mean, I speak of Jake and Jakey Lee and all these guitar players. Chris Holmes. Chris Holmes is the guy who got me concerned about tone. But yeah, George Lynch is probably my biggest influence. Not saying I play like him remotely, but I love Eddie. You know, I love Eddie. Of course, everybody back in the 80s was trying to tap, and I still do that stuff. But George Lynch was where I like. That's where I zoned in on him, you know, and I was okay. This is what I want to figure out what this guy's doing. It's just he was more of I don't know. It impressed me more. Not to trash anybody that likes Eddie. I love Eddie. I can't take away anything he's done for the world of shred. There may not have been a George Lynch maybe if it wasn't for Eddie. But hey, did you guys know, Leonard? I'm sure you probably do. But when all right, hold on. I got another blip. Nope, he's not there. John keeps knocking on the door. Somebody's knocking on the door.
Hey, running away. He knocks on the door and runs away. Oh,
let's try this again. John, you're backwards.
That was worse.
Yeah. I was too. Look at that. I'm getting better too, because when I first came on tonight, I was backwards before I went live. I noticed it for once, and I fixed it. I mirrored my camera.
There you go.
Well, he's looking at the camera this time.
Can you hear us, Brother John?
We can see you.
Sounds like he's got a dot printer in the background. Dot matrix printer, or matrix, or whatever you call it.
Let's see. Jill often has a stream right after Fetch. She's sometimes a
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes!
We hear you. In all your backwards glory. Now you really fit the channel. You're ass backwards, just like me.
Okay, there's still big leg.
Okay, we don't want that version.
Yeah.
I could buy a new copy of the CD, but it's from 2018, which means it's probably remastered. Need to find the old pressing so it doesn't sound like crap.
Wow, did you see what Jack Lumen said about one of the stars died accidentally?
One of the stars died accidentally. Reportedly, he was playing Russian roulette with a .22 caliber pistol. From what? What was that? What was that from?
Just being a dick.
Was that Voyagers or something? Because I know I got people talking about Voyagers now. See? Dio. It all goes back to Dio. Today was a Dio day. For some reason.
No, didn't you say someone else?
Maybe historically now, on November 22nd or the Saturday that comes closest to it, we'll have to make a Dio day here on the channel.
What date? Oh, the state.
Yeah. Today was like
an
Dio Day on the
anniversary.
channel.
Okay,
Totally
fair enough.
unplanned. Yeah, totally
Fair enough.
unplanned. But a blank.
A blank.
Is it going to be other way? What is he going to say?
If I'm not mistaken, In My Dreams won Guitar Solo of the Year in Guitar Magazine. It's understandable. I had a guy he's a singer in my band back in the day, and we were like a death metal band or whatever you want to call it. And even he said, "You're backwards, John."
Okay. No, he's just saying going to be YouTube in the chat.
Okay. Oh wait, what was I saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so anyway, the guy is like this death metal fan and everything. I remember in the day when I think it was Dial MTV. Every day, Doc was like number one with My Dreams, and even he came into school the one day and said to me, right eyes, like, "I can't stand Dawkins, but that solo is just phenomenal. I do love that guitar solo." So that even won like a death metal guy over. But okay, so I was hoping John could get his demons or gremlins, whatever, worked out in the meantime, so we could finally get around talking They Live. But so apparently we'll just move on. I'm just going to check. Is there anything? Yes, Fez Forever. Sorry, man. Sorry you couldn't be a part of it.
Yeah.
We'll just start hitting on the movie They Live. So okay, Carla and Linrod both watched it this week.
I did not.
Oh, you didn't get to see it yet?
I couldn't watch it. YouTube won't let me.
Oh shoot!
Why?
It just airs out when I bring the video up.
What? Maybe you need a VPN.
Yeah, because I even found the link that you sent me, Carla, was even I have it. I mean, I have it right here. But I was lazy. I watched it. But the link you sent me said it couldn't be played in this country. But I found another one, which is I think the one I sent you. But I even watched it on YouTube, just because I thought it was funny sitting there watching the commercials, wondering if they were planting subliminal messages into my brain. But
yeah,
we got to check out Linrod. We got to check out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's looking all right. All right. He's not an alien. We can proceed.
Oh, hi, Andy.
Hey, brother Andy. Yes, we're just about to get into that very thing. I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. One of my favorite lines.
Andy, if he's in the chat, he's probably at the gym, but if you want the link, I can send you a link.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Always welcome here, Andy, but I'm sure he's at the gym. But yes, we sleep, they live. So I'm going to attempt to bring up some photos. I got some captures here, and I will attempt to bring them up as I read some things about the I almost said TV series, the movie that is one of my all-time favorites. Of course, I love just about anything that one John Carpenter does. But all right, let's see if I can bring this up. And before I do that, let me take down the. Where the hell?
See, he was checking if you look like that, Linrod. That's what he was looking. He through his glasses, he would have been able to tell if you were an alien lizard person or whatever.
Like, I've seen many clips from the show. I've just never actually seen the movie. And
YouTube
won't let me watch the movie because it keeps airing out.
You should VPN it and pretend say you're in New Zealand because it worked for me, and I can't get anything to work normally.
Biggest problem is that I'm still running Windows 7 on this PC and nothing is updating, so it keeps telling me I need to update my browser, and it's like I can't update the browser.
Oh, that'll be it.
At some point, I really need to update the system to run Linux. I've got all the gear sitting here. I've got a new hard drive, a couple of new hard drives for it. I'm just going to run Linux on it, and it'll be good, but I just don't feel like doing it.
That's a shame, man, because I really think you dig the movie. But all right, let's get into it, folks. My screen is up, correct? You're seeing They Live?
I see it.
Yep.
Okay. So little facts about the movie before, I guess Carla and I discuss it. So They Live is a 1988 American satirical science fiction film written, directed, and scored by John Carpenter and starring Roddy Piper, Keith David, and Meg Blue Eyes Foster. Based on the 1963 short story. Wait, did I say that right? On the 1963 short story, 8 o'clock in the morning by Ray Nelson. The film follows a drifter who discovers through special sunglasses that the ruling class are aliens, concealing their appearance and manipulating people to consume, breed, and conform to the status quo via subliminal messages in mass media. Having acquired the film rights to the Nelson Penn short story prior to the production of They Live, Carpenter used the story as the basis for the screenplay structure, which he wrote under the pseudonym Frank Armitage. Carpenter has stated that the themes of They Live stemmed from his dissatisfaction with the economic policies of then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. I liked Ronald Reagan, as well as what Carpenter saw as increasing commercialization. Hey, this is a big one, folks. Commercialization. I know you're laughing with me, not at me. Commercialization in both popular culture and politics. They Live was a minor success upon release, debuting at #1 at the North American box office. It initially received negative reviews from critics who lambasted its social commentary, writing, and acting, pretty much everything about the movie. However, it later gained a cult following and experienced a significantly more favorable critical reception. It is now regarded by many as one of Carpenter's best films, and I agree. The film has also entered the pop culture lexicon, notably having a lasting effect on street art, particularly that of Shepard Fairey. Not sure.
Hi, William Shakespeare.
Hey, William Shakespeare, what's going on, man?
Yo.
So, okay, just a couple more things here before we get talking about what we liked about it or what we didn't like about it, all that there stuff. So let's see. For the role of Nada, Kurt Russell was the first choice, but he was involved in the movie Tequila Sunrise of the same year. The filmmaker cast professional wrestler Roddy Piper. That's the hot rod to those of us wrestling fans out there, whom he had met at WrestleMania 3 earlier in 1987. For Carpenter, it was an easy choice. Unlike most Hollywood actors, Roddy has life written all over him. Carpenter was impressed with Keith David's performance in The Thing and needed someone who wouldn't be the traditional sidekick but could hold his own. To his end, Carpenter wrote the role of Frank specifically for Keith David. They Live was shot in 8 weeks during March and April 1988, principally on location in downtown Los Angeles, with a budget of slightly greater than $3 million. One of the highlights of the film is a 5.5-minute alley fight between Nada and Frank over a pair of special sunglasses. Carpenter recalls that the fight took 3 weeks to rehearse. 3 weeks, man. It was incredible. It was an incredibly brutal and funny fight along the lines of the slugfest between John Wayne and Victor McLaughlin in The Quiet.
And it took 3 days to film.
Holy smokes! They probably okay. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna drop on you as far as notes and things like that. But so the scene where they're all battered and beat up going to that hotel, that was probably legitimate then. If that took 3 days, I'm sure they went, because I was watching some videos throughout the weeks too, this week on some 20 things you didn't know about and blah blah.
Yeah. That good.
So, yeah. Now I saw the one, according to this person, they said like Roddy Piper and Keith David were all in. As long as it wasn't hit to the face, like anything went, make it look real. They were really hitting each other and stuff. So, all right.
That's dedication.
Yes. And again, one, in my opinion, probably the greatest fight scene of all time. Now, there are a lot of movies I haven't seen, so I can't say for sure. But in my world, in my opinion, Fed for Hire's Little Mine, I think it's the greatest fight scene of all time. It's got everything. It's got body slams. It's at one point, Roddy tries to punch him in the nuts and he accuses him of fighting dirty, and there's biting. You name it. It was just fantastic. And watching this movie again yesterday, even on YouTube with the commercials, it just took me back to being a youngin', and just when movies were good, when you enjoyed it, it took you away from things and you believed. That's one of my biggest problems with movies today. All these actors that get paid, almost $1 billion at this point. You're Robert Downey Jr.'s and whatnot. I don't believe him anymore. I believe that Roddy Piper was this drifter who just stumbled upon this stuff here. A professional wrestler entertained me more for an hour and a half or whatever it was yesterday than any of these mega $1 million actors do nowadays. So rest in peace, Roddy Piper, man. You were a friggin' legend.
Yeah, he was a good actor for a guy who had hardly acted.
He was fantastic in this. I totally believed him in this, and I love his character in this. And matter of fact, when I was a kid, I was like most kids. I tend to like the baby faces, the good guys in wrestling. So I wasn't a huge Roddy Piper fan when I was a kid. But as I've gotten older, largely in part to this movie, I've got a newfound appreciation for Roddy Piper's wrestling character. Like I loved him. I love him more now as a wrestler than I did when I was a kid. But I'm gonna go through. I got a bunch of screenshots and things here. We'll just go through. I think I kind of got them in an order this time, and we'll just talk about them. And maybe if it sparks anything you liked from the movie or something, Carla or whatever, we'll talk about it. And Lenrod, keep an eye on these things, man. It'd be much better to watch the actual movie, but I think you'll be pleasantly impressed with this movie. It's very intelligent, like you. So I think you will appreciate. This is one of those movies where sometimes you got to think, you got to,
Yeah, it does make you think.
And it does make you think, too. So, yeah, and I almost wonder if half this crap is going on these days. But anyway, we'll forge forward through these here screenshots here, and we'll talk about them along the way. So, opening scene, we got Nada, the Drifter, walking through. And again, back to the soundtrack, John Carpenter, another, like... He does his own soundtrack, folks.
Yeah,
A lot of the charm with his movies for me is his music. They have the look, but they also have that sound, that John Carpenter sound. So this soundtrack, again, like I said, probably a million times on this channel by now, but I have a John Carpenter soundtrack that I specifically bought. There's a ton of Halloween versions of the Halloween theme, but I specifically bought it because there are a couple of his themes. This one, Big Trouble in Little China to Pork Chop Express, and a theme from Escape from New York are on there. So I love them. They're just great audio to go along with great video. So again, he's strolling through the park. This leads to the scene where he comes across that black preacher who's tied into pretty much everything. And of course, he comes into town looking for a job, and this is where he ends up in the unemployment office and gets hooked up with this guy, Keith David. Another,
and that role was written for him. The role was actually written for him.
This was written for him, and you can tell too. I mean, he owns it.
Yeah,
he owns the role.
He's amazing.
One of the things when I watch, I don't know, especially this movie for some reason, like I'm trying to tell right now. I always look at the cars. I think this might be a Ford Maverick back here. I know in a number of scenes, I get distracted because I'll see like there's a Camaro Berlinetta. I'll be watching for cars, so I get distracted with that stuff too. But yeah, these two, the chemistry between these two was just great. It was great. Totally believe both fellas in this movie. So when they're getting along, they were great. When they were mortal enemies, they were great. Yeah. So they end up here in this. I never quite understood. I guess Keith David knew of this homeless camp setup, whatever you want to call it here, and brought Roddy here because he has a wife and a kid and in a car because during the fight, Roddy Piper smashes his back window. But I don't know. I often wondered. I had an uncle back in the day who he lived here, but he worked in New Jersey. So he had and he was a rich uncle, but out in Jersey, he lived in like a trailer. He had like a mobile trailer that he stayed the week out there in Jersey, drove back in for the weekend, and then he had a house here where he lived. So maybe something like that goes on. I don't know. I never quite understood what was up with Keith David there. But this is where they would hang out during the day. And I thought it was funny how they had a TV outside.
Yeah.
But hey, it's California. And
exactly.
The weather's too nice all too often.
Yeah, gotta enjoy the great outdoors. And so this was where this TV's not in the shot here, but where the fellas who knew about the aliens being here and were manufacturing the sunglasses and all, they would try to, they would intercept the TV transmission and would try to warn folks about the aliens being among us and all that stuff there. And these guys didn't want any part of it. They're like, why do they keep interrupting my freaking Price is Right, folks? Why do they keep doing it?
Yep.
But yeah. But see, this was back when Hollywood also knew how to build characters. Like, for example, the fella sitting in the chair, okay? He's a homeless guy. He's got nothing left in life, you know. He's at the end of his days, and he's living here in the homeless park. But you remember Carla? This is a guy who sold us out. He's one of the guys at the end who is then working with the aliens and walking around in a tuxedo and got the fancy watch and all that there stuff.
Okay, is he one of the guys who's worked with John Carpenter a lot? Because
I think he's worked with him before. Carpenter definitely had his clique, like right here. This fella here, definitely an Escape from L.A. and he had his little clique.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kurt Russell was a major part of that clique. And as much as I like Kurt, I'm glad Roddy Piper was in this movie.
Yeah, he was perfect for it.
Because I think it would have been the same movie. I think Roddy Piper played this role the same way Kurt Russell would have played it. And you know, I love Kurt, but you know, give it a break. Roddy was great in this.
Kurt brings swag to everything, right? Whereas I like Roddy's attitude towards it.
Like what I was reading earlier, he feels like he has life written all over him. Like you believe this guy, like Kurt Russell. You know, sometimes Kurt Russell was a childhood actor, and you know, it's hard to disassociate that sometimes. You know, where here I believe Roddy Piper was this drifter, just strolling through town and who stumbled onto this. You know, and
but so you know what? This is also a good movie. I know it might be a bit early to say this, but these days everyone wants to put messages. You know, they basically say it to your face what you should think and all that sort of stuff. Whereas this movie does it quite like it does do it subtly, even though it has those big board things and stuff. Like it's not saying people are doing it; it's saying aliens are doing it. But it's a good way to do it.
Well, people are so ridiculous nowadays. I would like to think it's not human beings doing it and it's aliens, or at least humans being manipulated by some sort of alien technology, because I can't believe people are for real nowadays. But I almost hope this is actually what's going on, because I've lost faith in humanity at this point. But anyway, so this scene here, if you look across the street, that is across the street from the homeless camp we were just looking at. And there's a church across the street there where it looks like a church, but inside you got this guy, this John Carpenter alumni, who's kind of helping run the homeless camp, but he's also in cahoots with the fellas inside the church, where they're actually manufacturing the Hoffman lenses, the sunglasses, and trying to get the word out about the aliens and stuff, because it's kind of like the headquarters for the resistance or whatever you want to call it. And so this is just all like a ruse, him running the homeless thing while he does this side deal over here in the church. But then Roddy Piper breaks into that church, the door was open. I guess he walked in. No breaking and entering by the pipester. But he goes in and he discovers the glasses. And totally should have got some more screenshots where in the meantime, the police found out about this church shenanigans, and they went in there and raided the place, and they sacked the homeless camp. And so Roddy Piper had nowhere to go, but he did hang on to a pair of glasses. And this was the iconic scene that most people who have never even seen the movie are aware of, where he puts on the glasses and then he proceeds to see the actual messages behind the false fronts. You know,
this is so clever. What a clever concept.
Yes, it is.
That whoever originally came up, whether it's at 8 o'clock in the morning, comic strip or whatever, like that is so clever.
Well, just as a metalhead, it appeals to me because Lenrod, you knew I was going to work this into it. I mean, you had back in the day all the accusations against bands like Judas Priest and all, you know, with all the subliminal messages, backwards masking and all that. I mean, even Led Zeppelin, I believe, is
Zeppelin wasn't immune. The Beatles did it a lot.
Yeah. So
and the guy who did Barack Obama's you know how he had that hope sign on it? His artwork was influenced by the guy who did the artwork was influenced by this movie.
Yeah, hope and change.
Yeah, there was probably totally some subliminal messages. behind that. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, of course, Roddy's astonished when he sees what's going on, where the whole world is working against you, you know. And then you start seeing the aliens, like this gentleman here. This was an iconic scene here too, where he ran into this fella and saw the alien for the first time. We get a good look at the aliens, which, I mean, they're a little corny looking and stuff. But again, I think last week said how this movie is basically like a 2-hour long Twilight Zone episode or something.
Yeah.
So, as cheesy as the aliens kind of look, I like that they look like that because it looks like right out of Twilight Zone, you know? So I think that's cool. I think that's cool.
But he didn't want them to look so like alienish. He wanted them to look like deteriorated human.
Exactly. He does look like a zombie. Yeah. Looks like a zombie. Right? Yeah.
You remember that.
Yep, you do. Sometimes that's the scariest thing, you know. You think you look at something like that and you go, man, that's kind of dumb looking, but then you end up having nightmares, you know. Yep. Here's a shot in color. Yeah, they do look very zombie, very eroded flesh. Yeah. This was the TV where Roddy saw a politician on TV, and I love when he just looked at it, smiled, and said, "It figures it'd be something like this." He was like, he wasn't even surprised when he was surprised when he saw the normal people, but when he saw a politician, not even surprised.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, of course it'd be something like this. Yeah. And here's the scenes, where we're in the market. And this one here, I can totally hear. Again, another picture I can hear. Excuse me, where she bumped into him, and he sees her.
That market was the biggest expense of the movie because they had to film it twice. They have to film it. They built a grocery store in the first place, and then they had to put 2 lots of products in it, right? The normal products you'd see, and then these products. So this was the most expensive part of the movie.
And time consuming, I'm sure, to set all that up, stock the shelves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Take everything off the shelves, replace them with all the, the submit and sleep and all that there. Yeah. Well, this is a very memorable segment of the movie. Yeah. Like I think even leading up to this, where he sees the woman, with her, well, it would be the 80s high-end, hairdo, and she's looking at a reflection in the window, and he looks at her and he goes, that's like pouring perfume on a pig. Well, even here, like this scene here, he runs into, there are normal customers, right? This is the same market, but with the stock-looking products on the shelves. So every time they go in between him with the glasses on and glasses off, you got different scenes where all different setup. But I like where he's saying to this lady is like, see, I put these glasses on, and like you look fine, but this one over here, real fucking ugly. You know what I mean? Yeah, formaldehyde face, right? So but nobody at this point, nobody knows what he's talking about except the aliens that are there, right? So the normal people are like, this guy's he's a druggie, or something going on with this guy. He's a druggie. But then all the aliens in the market realize, then they say these watches, they talk into these watches like they're walkie-talkies there, and they say, we got one that can see. And again, right out of the Twilight Zone, they all start marching in unison there, coming towards them, saying, we got one that can see. So then he proceeds to take off, runs down the street, ducks for cover into a building that just happens to be a bank. And he ends up standing there.
The funny thing is, when he first did it, I'm like, oh, let me guess, he's going to go into a bank. It's going to be a bank. And sure enough.
Well, I mean, where's the worst place you can end up with a gun, really, right?
Exactly. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
But thank God he did, though, because here's where we get the iconic line where everybody looks at him, and he's standing there. And, what do you do at this point? Of course, they're going to think you're there to hold them up and everything. And he says, does he say, give me your money, folks? No, he says, I have come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
Yeah.
One of the best lines in the whole movie.
And did you know that it's his line that he made up? He had a whole lot of one-liners. Like when he was wrestling, he had a notebook with all the little one-liners he came up with to say when he was doing stuff. And that was one of them. He showed it to John Carpenter, and John Carpenter really liked that one.
I did not know that, but that makes me like Roddy Piper even more.
Exactly.
Yes, it really does. And especially the fact that he worked in one of his wrestling one-liners into the movie.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, I always did wonder where that came from. That, I mean, that's one of the things I liked about it. It's like, why? I wouldn't think to say that. You know what I mean? And of course, he proceeds to blow away all the aliens there because it's a bank. And of course, there are a lot of aliens, you know, that are rich at this particular time.
Yeah.
I like this one here, too, because I think what was this? There was the security guard, I think, or no, was it one of the aliens narked him out or something like that? And he says, "Mama don't like tattletales." And he goes to shoot him. And this is where he gets the first view of what the watch also does, where the guy disappeared, I think, in this scene right here.
Yeah. Transport them.
But this scene right here, though, too, man, he blew a lot of mofos away. He blew a lot of aliens.
He did. I know it was a big thing.
But see, Carla, though, if you notice too, like especially here, there was a lot of blood splatter and stuff like that. But through his eyes, you were seeing it in black and white, so it wasn't as graphic.
True. Yeah.
So yeah, again, horror, but not as bad. And as he gets out of the leaves the bank, he runs into, of course, some cops are notified by this time who, of course, turn out to be aliens, and actually look like this with the glasses on. And, I love that too, because this Roddy Piper, this scene here too, I almost forgot this scene. He says to these because these two cops are aliens, and he says, "You guys look as shitty to us as we do to you." And this guy goes, "Impossible." So then, of course, he blows him away.
Yeah.
And the other cop goes to narc him out. And of course, he gets wasted. But okay, then we end up. He seeks refuge in Meg Foster's car. What a place to seek refuge too. Oh, look at her, right? So this is where he meets her. She turns out to be conveniently like the head of the TV station or something that's cranking out the signal. That, masks all the subliminal messaging and the aliens and stuff like that. So she just happens. But at this point, we don't know that. Sorry, Lenrod. I'm actually kind of ruining some stuff.
Spoiler alert.
About that. Yeah, but So he takes.
You don't need to watch the movie afterwards.
Yeah, you won't need to, but it's different seeing it though too. It's a lot better. We're not doing it justice, just our little commentary or anything. But yeah, so he hops in her car, makes her drive him to her house just to lay low for a little bit. So they get to her house, and of course I had to get a bunch of shots of her. So what's the thing too? Some people either find, I think John was just saying how her eyes, she's like mesmerizingly evil or something like that. I think is how he.
You know what they're like? They're like those silver eyes on that original Star Trek. Remember that guy who turned? Yes. That's what they remind me of.
Well, like I was telling Brother John backstage, I know a lot of people aren't fans of the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren, but she played Evelyn in that. And with the black hair and those eyes, man, she really did look sinister. And I think that movie kind of stunk a little. But what I enjoy in the movie is her as Evelyn, and I can't remember his name offhand, but the fella they had playing Skeletor, he was the best thing about that movie. But she made a great Evelyn in that movie. But this was a scene where they were in her apartment, and Roddy was trying to lay low for a little bit, and he's trying to explain to her about these aliens and all this stuff. Of course, she thinks he's great. I get a dope head in my house. So what the hell?
You're sort of there. You just.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're fine.
In a bit.
Okay, now I'm getting issues. I knew it was going to happen. Anyway, another shot of her on the phone after she smashed Roddy Piper over the head with a champagne glass, knocked him out the window. And that
was unexpected when she did that.
Yeah, that was. That's like Well, that one was understandable. It was just some creep who took her hostage, and he now knows her location.
I know, but the strength to be able to do that, you have to be strong.
Well,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, magic of Hollywood. But it was funny though, because it was a good scene, because I like how he went out the window, and she lives on a hill, so he tumbled down the hill.
Yeah.
I like the scene later on where they meet back up, and she says, "I thought I killed you," and he says, "I thought so too." So now here we're getting to the fight scene. Oh my god! So this is after he did the tumble set down the hill after she smacked. He's already I didn't even think about that till now. He's already going into this with a disadvantage because she clobbed him over the head. He's already roughed up from falling down the mountain. I think he slept under a bridge. So he's at a disadvantage walking into this. But yeah, this scene right here. Oh, this is Lenrod. No matter what's spoiled for you here today, you owe it to yourself to watch this fight sequence. I think it's amazing. Like any other fight scene pales in comparison. We're no guns, no. This is mano a mano, fisticuffs a flying. Like I said, we got it all. We got
3 weeks to rehearse it, 3 days to record it,
and it looks legit too. Well, like I said, from what I understand, they were in agreement. As long as it's not the face, hit me. So they were really kicking each other's asses in this here. And it was worth it, because this sticks with me. Like I said, greatest fight scene ever, and that's a hill I will die on. But yeah, definitely worth checking this scene out here alone. I mean, they were look at them. I mean, they were literally taking the life out of each other. So, again, I don't think Kurt Russell. No disrespect to Kurt Russell, I don't think this scene would have been as good. I mean, I love Kurt. He's a pretty boy. He wouldn't have wanted roughed up too much. I'm sure he would have done a couple. He would have took a couple falls and things, but this scene would have suffered. Roddy Piper definitely was best choice for
and
this.
He got him to wear the glasses.
Yes, and he finally made him wear the glasses, and he saw the aliens. See, he's like, look.
But it was a really good analogy as to how much people don't want to know the truth.
Yeah. Well, that and incorporated with the fact that at this point they already so he already went berserk in the bank. He's already been on the news. People already think he's just like a murdering drug addict. So you got to give Keith David credit here, because when he found Roddy Piper in this alleyway, he actually, if you remember, he got his week's pay for him and threw it at him. So he was still trying to help him out. He's like, okay, that's it. I got you your pay. Let me alone. And of course, Roddy wanted to tell him what was going on, for not only the sake of him, but his wife and his kids too. So.
But that's why he didn't want to get involved, because he was like, I've got a wife and kids.
Yeah, sometimes I guess you think you're better off not knowing, which was the case. He didn't have to worry about it at the end of the movie, did he?
Yeah.
But, this scene here, I love. So after knock him down, drag him out, fight, right? So they both need somewhere to kind of decompress for a little bit, and so they rent a hotel room. And I love the way they look here. I half wonder sometimes if some of them bruises are legitimate, and they end up, they wash up and everything in the hotel room and stuff like that. And I love one of the scenes in here too, where Keith David, what does he say to him? Something about, he's asking him, how long have they been here? And of course, Roddy doesn't know. He just, I should say, he just found this out himself. And Keith David's like, well, I want a plan or something, blah, blah, blah. And Roddy Piper, all that big bruising and puffed out cheeks and everything. He said, well, you get a better plan, you let me know. And then they end up, they find out about where that group who made the sunglasses and all. They find out where their location is. They have a secret headquarters, and this is the scene where they head on over there. And fortunately, they continued their work, and they didn't need to manufacture sunglasses anymore. They now have contact lenses. So this is where they were given contact lenses, so they don't have to wear the sunglasses anymore to see the aliens. Lenrod too, by the way. Supposedly those sunglasses, if you wear them for too long, quote Roddy Piper, quote, it's like a knife in your skull.
Not very comfortable, huh?
So they manufacture. Now it provides some kind of interference and give you a
I think
migraine.
it's quite good because it shows it sort of gives you a reason to why they don't wear the glasses all the time. Otherwise, people would wear the glasses all the time. So it was a good get around of explaining that.
Yeah. But so let's see. Yeah. So this is where they got the contact lenses. They come up with a plan. They talk to these guys from the resistance, and they all determine that they need to take more action. So we know that the signal comes from this TV station. It's the one. It's masking everything. It's the reason people can't see the aliens. It's the reason people can't see the subliminal messages. So we need to infiltrate this. This is where it becomes like an episode of the A-Team. They need to infiltrate the TV station and take out the radar dish that's sending out the signal that blocks everybody's view of all this. We need to wake people up. It's time for us to stop sleeping and wake people up. So they head on out like two badasses now. No longer bruised.
They found the white mage, got heals.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but of course, the police, army, FBI, they're all wise they found this location too. And so they blow their way in, and poor Meg Foster there gets knocked to the floor, and look at her eyes. She looks so sad. You know, she's working with the resistance now. She's such a good little girl, helping the cause, and the ultimate betrayal that's a coming.
Oh,
poor Meg.
Spoiler alert.
Why,
yeah,
Meg?
why? Exactly.
Meg? So after this scene here, these two fellas get in a shootout with the FBI or the police, whatever they were, and they got a hold of one of them their watches that the aliens use to disappear. And so the only way out of this shootout is like, well, I guess we figure out what this watch does. So it ends up teleporting them, whatever you want to call it. They drop through the floor of the city, and they end up under the city in the headquarters of the aliens and the humans that are now working with the aliens, who basically sold mankind out to be rich. Course. And so they come across this guy. Carla, this is the guy. This is the homeless guy from the beginning who, was offered a deal, and he took it, and he sold out mankind. And actually, fortunately for Nada and for Keith David here, this guy remembered them and thought they basically sold out, and he thought they were there to be part of the alien.
Can I just say that Nada? Oh, whoa.
So he starts showing them around the place.
Fat, you just roboted on your last point. You just roboted on your last point you did on the end of that last slide.
Okay, I kind of had a feeling because the next picture didn't want to load. So
yeah,
I was just saying how this fella thought they were here to sell out the human race too and become one of them. And and this guy was showing them around the place. He took them into the ballroom where you can see, the aliens and the humans laughing it up and having a good old time.
Yep, selling their souls.
And then, I think I might have this one out of place. Yeah. So this is where the betrayal happens, man. This is where even yesterday when I watched it, I was heartbroken, because as Roddy Piper and Keith David are making their way from the bowels of the city up to the roof of the TV station to knock out that satellite and prove to mankind once and for all that they're here, they're among us, they're trying to take over, kill us, whatever they're up to, all their shenanigans. Not only does she take out Keith David before they hit the roof.
Yeah, that was sudden.
Yeah. Then Roddy Piper goes to take out the radar dish and expose the aliens. And she shoots poor Roddy. She shoots him.
Mm-hmm. See his finger.
Yes. But before he leaves this world, he did take out said radar dish, exposing the alien, which I meant to have this slide here. This is where on a live TV broadcast after the signal was knocked out, the aliens were exposed. And now human beings
Yeah.
are now saying they are among us. Indeed, they are in fact here. And so before he passes to the great unknown, Roddy Piper gives the aliens in helicopter that are flying above him
A message.
a message before he leaves. As what a badass way to end the movie. Honestly, as a kid and stuff watching, even watching this the other day, unfortunately Roddy's no longer with us. God bless him. I love Roddy. It's a shame.
Yeah, he died young.
No, I mean, no one. I mean, he technically could have possibly survived this, but I'm glad, I guess, in a way we never got a sequel, because I saw John Carpenter talking about this movie, and he said he basically had no intention of. Well, then again, he said the same thing about Halloween. He had no intention of making a sequel, and they kind of made him. And because he said this story had a beginning, it has an end. Not had a beginning, not had an end, and it's over. And so I'm glad it ended this way, because you can't improve on this movie. This is one of them that will always stick with me. And so here's more scenes where we're going out of the movie where folks are in bars and like, what the hell is this sitting here? What is this? So mankind is now finding out that the aliens are among us. And of course, we have to end the movie with the gratuitous 80s boob shot.
Yeah.
Cause boobs.
This poor lady, and it's a shame Fez is in here, because I did it Rob Wright style, and I knew Fez would have got a kick out of this. So we did the censor shot, and of course this poor lady, she's just trying to have fun. She's trying to do what they're saying right here: marry and reproduce. And guess what? She's banging an alien. Holy smoke! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yeah. So, okay. I guess that's about it. I do have some behind the scenes stuff. Some of it Carla just sent me.
Oh yeah.
Before the show. So here's some behind the scenes stuff. We got John Carpenter with some of the aliens. We got John Carpenter with some of the aliens and a makeup guy. Here we got some behind. There's John Carpenter giving some instruction to the masters of the fight sequence right there. Got some more. John taking control. My guy, John Carpenter, the man, the myth, the legend. Again, the scene where he discovered the magazine.
Look at them big film cameras.
The old fight scene for the count.
Did you know? I was just gonna say, while you're going through these, did you know he wrote the screenplay, and it's like written by Richard Armitage or something like that, and
but it's him.
But it's him. He uses pseudonyms because you don't want to see written by, directed by, produced by, music by. So he used pseudonyms.
Yeah.
And that Armitage is like homage to a character from Lovecraft in the
Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah. I have heard
and
that.
Nada, you know the character Nada. We don't know his name in the movie, but in the credits he's called Nada. Yeah. And that's from the character who was in the 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever it's called.
The book that inspired it. Oh, that's pretty cool. I was wondering why it's Nada. That sounds like a foreign name, it's Roddy Piper.
Yeah, no, that's why.
I'm a little aggravated too by this picture, because the car geek in me is saying, get your asses off the Camaro back there, guys. Don't sit on the Camaro, fellas.
No respect.
No respect at all.
It was just regular junk back then.
Mm-hmm.
That was before it was all cool.
It was all, well, that's like a 74, so that is one of the dorkier Camaros. But anyway, still, you don't sit on a Camaro.
And can I say, while we're doing this, the original ending had the aliens win and the resistance loses. That was one of its options. And the other one was ambiguous. It was ambiguous as to whether it worked. And he eventually settled on the bold, loud final. Tragedy and victory.
Yeah, I like this. I like the way it is.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. Sorry, Carl. I cleaned this up as best I could. This one was a little rough.
Oh, yeah. I know. I was just showing. Well, you had photos of them. I was just saying that Fez has good. Fett Pitch for Hire has good taste in hairstyles, and
I have the John Carpenter mullet thing going on.
Mm.
And this here, yes, I'm glad Carla sent me this because I meant to get a bunch of screenshots because there's a couple segments when they're in the TV studio where these, I don't know what they are. They're almost like alien military guys are chasing Roddy and Keith
Tracking
David.
them down.
So if you look what that fella's holding there, I thought that was one of those Ghostbuster props. And there are several of these in the movie.
From that angle.
Yeah.
It's a PKE meter. PKE meter.
Yeah.
Well, Carla, they use them as like walkie-talkies, don't they? In this here? Or, well, maybe
No, they were scanning. They were tracking him down. They were tracking them down with it.
Okay. So that's a pretty cool little fact. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Pop Culture Breakdown did this. I don't remember if they hit on that or not. I wonder if Gary's aware of that. I'm sure he is.
Gary would have totally noticed.
Yeah, I'm sure. As soon as he saw the movie, he's probably like,
it's a prop. Yeah.
Bastard took my Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's probably, you know what? That's probably the one that Gary took and replaced.
Maybe.
You know Gary.
Yes, we do, don't we? That's a cool little cameo. It's like a prop cameo.
It is. That's a great way to call it.
They just happened to find it in the prop house and used it.
Yeah. Well, found several of them too, because a bunch of the guys.
Hang on. When was Ghostbusters made, and when was this made?
84. I want to say 84.
Ghostbusters.
I know I was a youngin' when I saw Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah, this would have been like 4 years later or 3.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if the people must have seen that movie because it was so popular. It was so popular.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But now it's a nice little Easter egg because people people are reenacting that Leonardo DiCaprio meme when they see this. The old sitting on the couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think that's about it for the slides. I do have one thing I want to point out. If you remember this scene, Carla, and folks in the chat, this is where after he leaves the bank, there's a floating, I don't even know what you want to call it.
Like
it's like a droid. But I'm thinking of it as kind of a ball.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Look at that bottom right. It looks like the bottom right one.
Yeah,
it is that one, right? Yeah. There you go.
So look again, my favorite movies: Star Wars, Ball, Big Trouble in Little China, Ball, Flash Gordon, Ball.
Can't stop the balls, man.
Yeah,
Can't stop the balls.
I know it's all about the balls. I get the move. That's the thing. There's weak ass sci-fi, and then there's sci-fi that got balls. Apparently, I like balls. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good for us, I guess.
Yep.
What do you think, chat? So obviously I couldn't keep an eye on the chat because that's one of the things about showing this stuff. I can't keep an eye on things. So I'm sure I'm way behind, but so Carla, you walked away from this movie. You enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, no, it was really well done. I love a movie with a good message that doesn't takes it to the man.
Yeah. Because I was scared last week when you're like, oh, it's a horror movie, but no, that's not really.
And it's R16. It's like R16 or 18 or 16. I don't even watch R13.
Which is strange because that's like that little bit of nudity at the end, but other than that, I mean, there's a F word. Maybe what is there? Like maybe 2 or 3 F words in a whole movie. But I do want to point out some really, really cool one-liners other than chewing bubble gum and kicking ass. I do like, so at the end he says, brother, life's a bitch and she's back in heat. That's a good one. And one of my favorite ones, and I think this is a motto to live by, honestly, and it's closer to the beginning of the movie when he's talking to Keith David and Keith David says, basically, I want to walk the straight and narrow. I walk the white line. And Nada's character says to him, the white line's in the middle of the road. That's the worst.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst place to drive. So yes.
Yep.
Words to live by. So it's more than just a movie. Words to live by. So I don't know. I'm glad you liked it, Carla.
No, thank you. It was awesome.
Okay, John caught the boobs. I wanted to make sure. It wasn't all for naught. Because I grabbed that one just for you, buddy. But Oh yeah, Jack Loomis says, yeah, the PKE prop that was a shoe polisher. Oh, and it was really made out of a shoe polisher?
Oh,
That's
okay.
interesting. Yep, SP4H agreed. Yep, John, PKE. All right, cool. Yeah, unfortunately, one of these days we're gonna move. I got to get someone. So, like, I offered the spot to John and Lenrod, but unfortunately, Lenrod can't always be here. John's not tech savvy. Someday I got to make someone like another me here, where they can like bring stuff up and do some other
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I can concentrate on other things. But we're getting there.
Mhm.
Yeah, James Caserta says Gary really is Indiana Jones of the movie world. Yeah, he is. If you guys
Yeah.
didn't see 2 weeks ago when Gary was here talking about some of the ways he got a hold of some things back in the day, and especially about the Back to the Future car, and stuff like that. You guys should go back and rewatch that. It was very, very interesting. I was kind of just like, I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah, Gary's talking, man. I just totally forgot I was even running the show here. I'm just like listening to Gary. So it's
Yeah.
definitely worth a
Yeah.
rewatch. You guys missed it. SP48 says John Carpenter doesn't really miss. I agree. I like almost everything I ever saw from him. So, and again, you take Star Wars out of the equation, 3 of my favorite movies, 2 of them. Well, we can even go beyond that because, again, I don't care what anybody says. I love Escape from LA, and I will talk about that one eventually.
Yeah, we should watch it. Yeah, we will. It's a good
Yeah.
movie.
I love that movie. Again,
Fun.
you can't go into it expecting a
just fun.
masterpiece, but if you go into
Yeah.
it looking to have fun, you will definitely have fun. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Carla. Carla put in Gary's channel, Gary Ambrosia's channel down there. For the 2 of you who might be here who don't know who Gary is or never heard of his channel,
know.
there you go.
They should subscribe to him.
Yes, actually, yes. He has some entertaining content too.
Mhm.
So, all right. Let's just scan it through the chat real quick. Oh, wait, what's this? Big Trouble in Little China, another classic I caught thanks to Tubi. That one there, like I said, I was a little kid at the right time, and fortunately, it wasn't a huge hit back in the day, so HBO played it relentlessly. So that's why it became such a part of my childhood. So thank you, HBO, man. Thank you, HBO. And I'm glad people didn't catch on to it right away. Same with this movie here, They Live. Again, another one that was played on HBO. Well, see, I guess some of my favorite movies are.
A lot of it was the rental market more than anything. That's how Big Trouble got big.
Yeah. So
it's just an era of so many good movies that it's impossible to see all of them while they're in the theater.
Oh, okay, Tim missed it. Okay, the movie for Wednesday is this right here.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, buddy. So if you want to brush up on that one, that's another one, man. I wouldn't mind being involved with that one too, because that's another movie I love. I love Stallone. I was just talking to a couple of guys at work this week. Like I always say, people, the argument was always Schwarzenegger or Stallone. It's not even a contest, in my opinion. I love some Schwarzenegger stuff. Don't get me wrong, but Stallone. He wrote and directed some of his stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is cool.
Dude, he wrote Rocky. Rocky is one of the biggest, most influential films of all time. And the guy stood his ground too, because they didn't want him to play the character. When he did sell the movie, they're like, "All right, but you're not playing him." And he's like, "No, then I won't do the movie then."
Yeah, it was like I did the whole thing, and then he never had the rights to it for the longest time, which is just awful.
Yeah, Hollywood, man. But yeah, again, Stallone. Some of his movies are right up there too. They're real close. They're knocking on the door to right behind these movies I've already talked about. But Demolition Man being one of them. Of course, First Blood is just I love First Blood. Masterpiece. And for any horror fans out there that haven't seen the last First Blood, which is called Last Blood, that one basically is a horror movie. He obliterates some people in that one there. So I don't know what he was doing with that one, but and another thing too. Not only saw season 1, I think they're on season 2, but Tulsa King is Stallone's TV show. Any fans of The Sopranos out there, which I'm a huge fan of The Sopranos, very Sopranos-like. Because even back when The Sopranos was airing, everybody was always saying Ray Liotta needs to be on The Sopranos. I was like, screw that. Sylvester Stallone, because we had Burt. What was his name? Burt. He played Paulie in the Rocky movies. Burt. Can't think of his name right now. But anyway, Paulie was in The Sopranos. So I was even more like, oh, maybe there's a chance of Stallone, but now he never showed up. But so now we kind of got Stallone as like the mob boss in Tulsa King. So very, very good show. I thought Stallone wrote Rocky 1, right? He did. He wrote.
Oh.
He directed it. Pretty sure he directed it. Yeah. Yeah, he wrote it. Tim says Fett was when I was a kid. I noticed that. I don't know. As I'm making videos and editing things and stuff like that, I noticed certain things. I never realized how much I say them. Like when I was a kid, or I can't even think of them right now. I'm trying to subliminally remove them from my brain so I stop saying them, as well as like I'm making these videos now for YouTube, and I never say like out in public or anything. I don't think I'm saying it too much here, but when I'm recording a video, what's that? Bert?
Sorry. No, Bert Young.
Bert Young. That's it. Bert Young. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I should have looked it up myself, but it's hard for me to walk and chew gum at the same
time. It's all right. You're doing fine.
Oh yeah, SP4H had it in it. He's popped it in there too. Yeah, Bert Young. Yeah, Bert Young was on the. Yeah, he was on the Sopranos. So that's something I might talk about eventually too. But that one there, I haven't watched The Sopranos in a long time, so I'd have to.
I've never seen one episode.
I'll tell you what, it was. I didn't get into it till season 2. That was one where season 1 came out, and that's all everyone was talking about. And I was like, yeah, you guys, people, it's got to suck because everybody loves it, right? So when season 2 came out, I did start watching it, and season 2 is fantastic. Like right now, if I had to pick out of the seasons, I would say season 2 is the best. But throughout the years, as I've watched some of the stuff that came after it, it was pretty good too. It wasn't season 2 at the time, so I couldn't appreciate it, but now I do. So what a great show though, as far as dramas go. And I'm not even big on crime dramas. Like Glenrod, I think I was telling you this not that long ago. Again, don't hate on me, but I'm not a big fan of like the Godfather movies. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get them. Sopranos I love though. Sopranos are very good.
Because you're not Italian.
Well, no, I can appreciate things no matter what. I'm not an alien either, but I like they live. So you know what I mean? I can appreciate things. I don't know. I just never got the. And like even like Goodfellas. I tried getting into Goodfellas once I found out a lot of the cast of The Sopranos was in Goodfellas. And I don't know. I like Joe Pesci was great in it. That's another movie I will talk about eventually. My Cousin Vinny. Oh man, in the world of comedies, that's a favorite. You guys see My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Harley, you never saw My Cousin Vinny. Oh, okay. Right off the bat, for me, as a huge fan of the Munsters, Fred Gwynn was fantastic as the judge. Carly, you got to know the line. What are 2 Utes? What are 2 Utes? You don't know that line? Oh my God. Yeah. So Vinny is okay. So Ralph Macchio is heading to college, and he goes.
I know who that is.
The Karate Kid, right? Oh, so I can't stand Ralph Macchio. That's how much I like this movie. And I actually like him in the movie. So him and his buddies heading down south to go to college, and long story short, they get arrested for what they thought was stealing a can of tuna. But the cops think that they killed the clerk at this mini market, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to prison for murder, right? And oh man, forget that YouTube. I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, I already said it. So they're going up the creek for that, and so the only connection either of them really has is Ralph Macchio's cousin Vinny is a lawyer, sort of. Never really had any serious cases or anything. But anyway, they bring him in to try to save them from getting the death penalty. And oh my God, the hilarity that ensues. Him, this New York, little mobster kind of guy, sounding guy, down there talking amongst the hillbillies down south and everything. And so the one scene in court where, I think it's his first one in court where, what's his face? Vinny is trying to, Joe Pesci, had a brain fart there, was trying to defend his little nephew there or whatever, or his little cousin. And he's telling him what happened. He says, he's saying that two youths walked into the convenience store, but he says two youths, with that New York accent. And right away, because Fred Gwynn as the judge does not like Vinny right off the bat, right? So he's just zeros like, what'd you say? What'd you just say? What? Two youths. What is a youth? So of course Vinny's all right, I see where we're going. He's like the two youths, So the whole thing is just now you have to have a high tolerance for F words. There is an extraordinary number of F-bombs in that movie for some reason. They're New Yorkers. I mean, they talk like that, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, there's a high number of F-bombs.
I think Boston people are the same. Boston people might be the same with their swearing levels.
Oh, Miss Katana Madman says Marissa Tomei as the Jersey girl. Okay, she's from Jersey and that. From Jersey. Okay. It's been a while since I've watched it, but yeah, definitely. What's this? Yeah, the Utes. Yep. Yeah. And another scene. One of my favorite segments of the movie was so Vinny being. I should probably save this for when we talk about
save it for the movie.
All right, I will. I won't say anymore.
I don't want to next week's movie.
It's like it's like I want to do so many. It's like
it's on Disney. It's on Disney, so I can watch it.
What, My Cousin Vinny? Is on Disney.
Oh, my Disney. I don't know if it's on your Disney, but it's on
Yeah, I think it is a Fox. That was a Fox picture, so yeah, it would be owned by Disney now.
That's amazing to me, right here.
Prime? It might be on Prime as well.
That's incredible to me because that probably has some of the most F words. I think Rob Zombie wrote that movie.
What is Disney here anymore?
That's true. I think
all the things that Disney owns. I mean, Danzig worked for Disney.
Well,
like his record label was owned by Disney. So
yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's just weird. I think the only person that puts more F words in their script is Rob Zombie nowadays. But and this was like 93 or something. I think My Cousin Vinny's from. This was very shocking back in the day. To have a movie like that. SP4A says Marissa Tomei has aged very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She still looks really good.
Yeah, last time I saw her, she still looked pretty much the same. That was the argument there for a while, wasn't it? She was last playing Aunt May or whatever in Spider-Man movies, and looked like Spider-Man's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fez even agrees. My Cousin Vinny is awesome. Marissa Tomei was hot.
Indeed.
Yeah, it is on Disney. It's on my Disney.
Wow. Carly, you will laugh. Like I said, you might not want to watch it with the kids around.
I'm only going to watch it. I'm only going to watch it when you want to talk about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're just about at that 2.5 hour mark. I'm gonna.
Yeah, we are.
Are you going to do something next week? I'm
still on the fence. I'm like right now. I want to. Like I was saying earlier, though, man, it's going to be a rough week.
Want to stream? Don't stream. If you're tired, don't stream.
If I do, it might be. I'll try to let you know like a day ahead of time or something. Because it may even be like I have. As it stands, I think I have Wednesday off, but it's like they have a list up for volunteers, and the last day we're saying, well, it's voluntold, so I'm not even sure yet. And tomorrow I have to be in 3 hours early. Tuesday or Thursday, it's holy crap. It's like 8-9 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be a zombie, so they're not getting anything out of me that particular day. But I get it. Rough. Yeah, they're trying to have people so they can spend the rest of the day with their family and stuff. But I'd rather just work a normal shift or whatever. But that's just me, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right.
I'll just work the holidays like I do normally, if I could.
Yeah. Well, that's I mean, I shouldn't knock it because up until a couple of years ago, so. I have always worked and still works Sunday through Thursday night. So I used to always still I kind of get the night off before. So I'll get like for example, Christmas Eve I'll get off, but I'll have to work Christmas Day. I get New Year's Eve off, but I have to work New Year's Day. So you can't really do anything. But used to be in the past, to have the day off, I would have to work Friday then, which meant I had no weekend. So then I get like for Thanksgiving, I would get Wednesday night off, but then I'd have to work Friday. So before I knew it, until I slept and got up Saturday, the day was almost over. Anyway, it sucked. So I guess it's fortunately now I kind of do get a day off. Don't have to work Friday to make up for it, but it still sucks. Anyway, like I keep saying, I got to retire and hang out with y'all for a living. That's what I need to do. But okay, so let's see what some people are saying here. William Shakespeare. Hey, by the way, I don't know if I caught you earlier. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. He says, hey, folks, PSA here. Walmart is once again offering Walmart Plus annual for $50. That's half price, which includes full year of Paramount Plus. Check website for deadline. You know, I have come to find, like I said, I got rid of my TV. Well, if you guys remember several months ago when I had that blow up because my internet going out, that's when I got rid of my TV. And I'm fine with like between, the smart TV and I got a Roku upstairs now. I'm good with that, man. Between Tubi to Roku channel, YouTube.
Isn't Paramount Plus online anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I think Paramount Plus.
That is a streaming service.
It's a streaming service.
I know there was a time when we used to have everything, but Netflix, all that stuff. But I don't know, whatever.
Maybe it's basically like having thingy for free, Paramount Plus for free if you got a Walmart Plus thing.
Well, he says he's had it for the past 2 years at $50. It's worth it for that price.
Maybe you get free shipping or something with Walmart Plus.
I don't know. All right, folks. Well, I already it's a shame John isn't here. I might as well pop this up. Lenrod's here. It'd be nice to have the three of us, though. Yo, check this out, yeah. Lenrod. This was Billboard's 10 greatest rock lead singers of all time. Mick Jagger, Stevie Nicks, Freddie Mercury, Robert Plant, Kurt Cobain, David Byrne, Debbie Harry, George Clinton, Bono, and Axl Rose.
I feel like I agree with 2 or 3 of them, maybe, and the rest could all just disappear.
Well, right off the bat, I mean, Freddie Mercury being all the way down at 3, and may I say, even Freddie Mercury did an interview one time where the interviewer asked him, "What's it like being the greatest singer ever?" And Freddie Mercury said, "I don't know. Ask Steve Perry." So how Steve Perry is not even on this list?
That's classy.
Yeah, that was classy of Freddie. But yeah, I mean, Bono. I mean, Bono doesn't even have a range. Axl Rose doesn't even have a voice, and he's a very
Bono does is complain about everything.
Yeah, I mean, most people complain about him because he's right up there with Dave Mustaine. Like most people, that's the first thing you hear. I don't like his voice. Like 9 out of 10 people that don't like Guns N' Roses will say it's because of Axl's voice. So, yeah. John says no Paul Stanley. Yeah, that's we're a little biased though, John. I mean, we love Paul Stanley, but a lot of people don't care for his voice. I particularly love it. But he also says, sorry, I couldn't be there tonight. I'm getting a little depressed with this GD computer. Yeah, I feel you. Well, don't feel bad. My computer's acting up, and I'm trying to. Of course, my computer would act up as I'm trying to be a regular YouTuber thing going on here. But yeah, Steve Perry definitely should be on the list. One of these folks that, well, I think more than one.
I don't know who Steve Perry is. Who's Steve Perry?
Journey, lead singer of Journey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking range there. Well, I'm not don't even get me started. Of course, there's never any respect for metal singers. I mean, the closest thing we really have here is Axl Rose, and but that aside, I mean, geez, again, Steve Perry and Freddie Mercury should be definitely higher up. 1 and 2, I think, in my opinion. And that's not counting metal singers. But
why is Mick Jagger number 1?
I don't know. I mean, he's very iconic.
He's iconic. I wouldn't say greatest rock lead singer, but I wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't say that either. He's a great performer. He's a great front man, but best vocalist of all time. Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Very influential, but
this is rigged.
Yeah, because I mean, right there, you got your Rolling Stones fans, right? But so. What about the Beatles? I mean, the Beatles aren't even represented on here. I don't particularly consider any of them to be the greatest singers of all time.
But are they rock? Are they rock? They're not rock though, are they?
Beatles?
Yeah.
they're rock.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't ask Carla about music.
No, so okay, if you want to go to rock route though, would you consider David Byrne? Now, David Byrne, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the singer of the Talking Heads? That's burning down the house, right?
All right.
Maybe.
He's not that good either.
That's like alternative or something, isn't it? That isn't even rock.
But he isn't that great a singer.
No, I don't think so. And now, who's George Clinton? Is that black fella? I'm not even sure who George Clinton is.
I'm sure, yeah. Like I should know him, and I just don't.
Well, if he's one of the top 10 singers of all time, you would think at least one of us would know him. So right off the bat, he needs off the list.
Yeah, he is black.
Okay, so he needs off the list because we don't even know him.
Right? Yeah.
And Kurt Cobain, I mean, geez, really?
I don't know. Good songwriter, but I wouldn't call him a great singer by any means.
No, that's like putting him on the greatest guitar list of all
He's
time.
funk. He's regarded, along with James Brown and Sly Stone, as one of the foremost innovators of funk music.
Okay, so right there, funk doesn't belong on this list. Clinton's out.
Exactly.
Yep, Clinton's out.
Maybe they just looked at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which has no rock and roll.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Oh, wait a second. I got to share this. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. Got something from FKHC.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Stallone. Let me know if it came up because I never took the other picture down. Are you guys seeing Stallone?
Wow. Well, yeah, we do. Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone was so obsessed with the 3 seashells from Demolition Man, he installed them in his own home bathroom. A hilarious tribute to a cinematic mystery. Yes. And do we even know to this day how the 3 seashells work? Did we ever find that out?
Somebody actually came up with something for that.
Thinking about that movie, that is so cool that, like, aside of the movie, all the action and all the cool stuff you get in the movie, there is like a whole 3 seashells phenomenon that come out of that movie that like has become like legendary memes, and it's almost taken on a life of its own outside of the movie. It's almost like some people have seen the memes and all and never saw the movies. Like they know of the 3 seashells, don't know what they do, but they know of them, but don't know the movie. It's weird how the 3 seashells have almost become bigger than the movie.
Yeah.
But the movie is great too, though. I mean, I love that movie. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Man, Sly got the 3 seashells. Thanks, Tim. That was pretty cool, man. It put a smile on my face. But yeah, back to this thing. Yeah, Bono just sucks. I agree. I mean, he's not okay. I'm not a U2 fan, so I guess I'm biased, but he has no range. I mean, just the whole band. I never understood the whole band. I mean, if you took away the bottom 2 strings off of Edge's guitar, there's no U2. But, and are they rock? They're more alternative, I would say. I don't consider U2 rock. Maybe in the beginning. Sunday Bloody Sunday, I guess, was kind of rocky, but they went off the rails with rock for sure at some point. But now Robert Plant, I'm not a fan of Robert Plant, but I guess he deserves to be on. I always said,
yeah, I think he could be on the list. Yeah,
my mom always used the term the heebie-jeebies. Robert Plant gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know, something about his voice. Yeah. I don't know. Sounds like he's getting off on the microphone. I just can't stand it. I don't need a guy like.
I mean, it's possible.
But yeah, I mean, the lack of metal singer. I mean, right off the bat, like, no Jeff Tate. No love for Jeff Tate. Seriously. Oh, speaking of which, going back to Linrod Metal Church, did you ever see? I forget what album it was off of, but it was when Mike Howell came back into Metal Church. They did a duet on. Geez, I just thought of the song. With Todd LaTorre with the new singer of Queensryche. With God damn it, man! I hate when this happens when I'm live on air. I'm just thinking of the song, "Fake Healer."
Oh, Fake Healer.
Yeah, did you ever see that when they redid that with a duet with the? They have a video for that too. You might want to check it out. It's pretty good. Todd LaTorre has become a bit of a knucklehead in his old age, but he still has a good voice, and that was a good version of the song. So that's worth a watch and a listen. Thought I'd throw that out there.
Indeed.
But yeah, Stevie Nicks too. I mean, she has a legendary, iconic voice, but is she rock?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like at least for Fleetwood Mac.
I was going to say, no, were we talking Fleetwood Mac or were we talking her? Because her solo career was more poppy 80s.
Yeah.
Although, what's a thing? I never heard the song. Don't laugh. But she had a song out. I guess it's very old, but I didn't hear it until about maybe 3 years ago. And again, I didn't know what she was saying. I thought she was saying just like a one-winged dove, but I guess it's a wild-winged dove.
Oh, the owl song.
Yeah.
Where it goes, who.
I don't know if it goes who in it. But she says, just
the
like
song
a
goes, it's not really probably much that she's saying, but it sounds like it. So it's like,
yeah, that's it. I just discovered that like 3 years ago, and there's a live performance, probably from the 70s or early 80s, whenever she did it. But it's on YouTube here. Probably if you put that in, is that the name of the song, Lenrod? Wild Winged Dove or something? Or I don't even know the name.
It's like Edge of 18 or
Edge of 17. Edge of 17. If you put that in, that's probably the first video that'll come up, this live performance. She was like at the end, like people are giving her roses and stuff in the crowd. It was a performance. It was like a real performance. So she is definitely an icon. And she had one of those voices, like I was just talking, I might have been last week, how my mom used to almost have a seizure when Kim Carnes would come on, like not believing that people listen to. I think Stevie Nicks fell into that category. She has a really, really, really grungy, like, her voice. You know what I'm saying? It's very, I don't know, it's weird, but I like it. But if you're going to go.
Spielberg.
Yes.
You got William Shakespeare Spielberg said something about
Stevie Nicks does have a nice raspy. That's the word I was looking for. Raspy, rocky alto voice, and a shit ton of hits. Check out her 3-disc hit set. Nearly all of it was on the radio. Impressive. She can stay. No. I'm not. No, she's definitely legendary, and I like her voice. Don't mistake. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying my mom wouldn't have liked her voice, but I like her voice. There's something very sultry, and she's like a witchy woman. She's like I believe her when she's telling me she's going to see her gypsy. I believe it. There's something mesmerizing about her. I don't know what it is. So no. I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying, is she rock? Should she be on a rock singer list of all time?
What is the definition of rock? Like metal, metal and all those sorts of things. So, what's rock? Not metal?
Well, rock and roll. I mean, even Elvis is rock and roll.
Yeah, it seems like William Shakespeare said, where's Prince? Like, is he rock?
See, I wouldn't really consider Prince rock. Like his music to me is not rock.
It's definitely poppier.
Yeah, now I've seen. Go ahead, Carla.
No, he plays the electric guitar.
Yes, no, I have seen clips. No, I have seen clips from late in his career where he played on stage with people like Tom Petty and stuff like that, where he ripped out some rock, and it was definitely rock guitar and solos and stuff he did. But his music, Purple Rain and stuff, is not rock.
Is it like standalone? Like what would you call it?
Prince is more like a pop artist to me. Like
pop.
I always
thought,
so he was like, I always thought he was battling, Michael Jackson to be the Prince of pop. Like I consider Prince more.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So as far as the definition of rock, I don't know. Rock and roll is just kind of something you feel. Elvis was rock. Queen is more rock to hard rock, but then they dabble into more. Queen is a bad example because Queen is all over.
What is Meatloaf? What is Meatloaf?
Meatloaf is kind of like rock, but like a symphonic.
So why isn't he on there? Because he had an amazing voice.
Sometimes I think these people just create these lists just to get people talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. William Shakespeare says Mick Jagger stays, but does he have to be number one?
I would let Mick Jagger stay on the list, but he shouldn't be number one because okay, so the Rolling Stones are rock for the most part. They're rock, so
they're definitely rock. Yeah,
so he can stay, but definitely not number one.
I don't know. I think Ann Wilson should be on the list.
That's where I was heading to, and I got sidetracked. Yeah, Heart.
Yeah, like Ann Wilson is, I think, one of the best, like number one or number two slot for greatest rock singer of all time.
I agree with that. I couldn't decide when every week I have I intend on starting the stream with singing something and changing either the word dreams or something to streams. And tonight I struggled. I was going to start the show off with these streams go on when it's cold outside. So I literally almost started with the Heart song. Although that one was Nancy. That was Nancy's song that sang that one. I was literally, again, secret between us, like this week off and on. I was listening to Heart for some reason. I was like the stuff, like the 80s comeback, like Never and stuff like that. I was listening to that stuff all week for some reason. So I was on a Heart kick this week. I think because earlier in the weeks, Barracuda was on the radio. But I really like the 80s stuff when they were more poppy. But I really like some of that stuff. That particular album there, I forget the name of it, but that one where they had These Dreams and Never. And
yeah. I think is that Passion Works? I don't even remember.
That might be it. Because the next,
Bad Animals was Rockin' Heaven Down is like one of the best songs ever.
Hi,
that was
Robert
one of their
Wright.
biggest records.
Hey, Robert Wright.
Robert turned up
See that? Music. Carla, I think music is like Rob Wright's, your symbol.
Yeah,
talking music and Rob Wright shows up. Exactly. That was the first thing I said, Rob. I was like, okay, I get it. We're going to disrespect. We're going to spit all over metal singers. We're not going to have them on the list. But how can you not have Steve Perry? I literally said, Freddie Mercury himself said that Steve Perry is like the greatest singer of all time. So, and I almost agree with that. It is pretty legit. He probably may be. I mean, he may be. Something about, he that fella had a range on him, that guy. So, yeah, I don't know what you're doing, Carla, but SP48 says you stopped that.
Oh, yeah. It was like, it's all right.
But yeah, Rob, we were just here talking about this stupid list. First of all, Mick Jagger could be on it, but not number one for sure. And people like Kurt Cobain, that's grunge. Okay, maybe a subdivision of rock. I don't know, whatever. You want to get technical there, but
he's still technically a rock singer. He's not a good singer, though. That's the thing.
No, definitely shouldn't be in top 10 for sure. George Clinton is funk. He shouldn't even be on here. Bono is U2's more alternative. Shouldn't be on here. Axl Rose has like no voice. Like, especially nowadays. So I don't know why he's on there. Let's see. These Dreams was sung by Ann's sister Nancy. Very similar voice. Yeah, there are parts though. It's definitely Ann. Ann does sing in that. I never really noticed that until I watched the video the other day. And you can see that it usually shows Ann when she's singing in that video on that song. So, yes, we've already disqualified at least half of the list.
Yeah.
So Rob agrees. Kurt should not be on it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going to lean into grunge, there should be some metal singers on here. So if we're talking, because grunge is kind of more of a subdivision of metal, in my opinion. And so right off the bat, Jeff Tate takes Kurt Cobain's place for me. Like if you're going to lean into metal, Jeff Tate should be on this list.
Who's Don Henley?
Well, yeah, I guess the Eagles were rock, right? I guess they were rock.
Yeah.
Don Henley should be on here before George Clinton and David Byrne. I mean, David Byrne, the Talking Heads are not rock. They're clearly alternative. So it's on your album titled Heart. Did you know Nancy had a cold when she sang that song and they kept the take? Yes. I literally just saw a video. I was just saying I was on a Heart kick this week, and I literally just saw a video where she was saying how they kept the take because of the rasp, because her voice didn't typically sound like that. Yep.
It's trouble in the chat. Trouble in the chat, Pat. There you go.
Dio should be number 1. See, that's the thing. There, yeah. Well,
so Dio is a rock singer.
I was
he
just
was
gonna
in
say
Rainbow and Elf. That was definitely rock.
Rainbow, yes, definitely rock. So yeah, absolutely. Dio should be on. Ronnie James Dio should be on.
So is Dio a person? No, Dio's a band, right?
Well, Ronnie James Dio is the singer.
Oh, okay.
Dio is his solo band.
Yeah. What's a
His real name is like
band?
Papadopoulos or something.
Padavona.
Yeah, that's it.
Ronald Panavona. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. No, you're right. Ronnie James Dio needs to be on here. He's a rock singer. Blows almost everybody on here except maybe Freddie Mercury away, in my opinion. And I mean, Debbie Harry's not really rock either. Like, I'm kind of glancing over her because I kind of liked her when I was a little kid.
Like punk rock, at least early on anyway. There's punk rock.
Yeah, okay, punk rock. Yeah. All right. Yeah, all right. She can stay. No, Lenrod's right. Blondie was punk rock. So for sure. Yeah. But the best, is she one of the top 10 best of all time? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder, but he wasn't
on
rock.
Record sales.
Rob, he wasn't. Stevie Wonder wasn't rock, right?
Yeah, he was more of a soul R&B.
Yeah, R&B for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is Billboard, so maybe it's just based entirely on record sales, which, yeah, I would put Mick Jagger pretty much at number 1 because the Rolling Stones have had nothing but platinum records for the last 70 years.
You know, I have to say, I have a new appreciation for the Rolling Stones as of late. I speak of when I had the band back in the day, but we used to practice at the drummer's house, and his dad was a huge Rolling Stones fan. So I heard them constantly, and I just never paid attention to them until recently. And they have some good stuff. I'll give them that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm digging the Stones in my old age, I got to say. Eagles started as more country, but moved over to rock as they developed. Okay, see, I don't know much about the Eagles. I know Hotel California.
Oh, there's our motorbike. Hi.
Oh, you heard that? Yeah.
We used to live near a motorway, and obviously some truck driver must know someone around there because he'd always beep as he went past. So I would just say, hi.
I went to school with a kid who, well, I say kid, he was basically my age, who up until a couple of years ago, he drove for Domino's.
Oh, yeah.
And he would just build the most ridiculous vehicles. Like at one point he lifted his truck and he put like semi-exhaust stacks on it. So it was super loud, and he had like an air horn on it. So every time he knew this was my house. And every time he'd drive past, he did, or like at one point he had this car. He put like one of them old like Model T. So he'd drive by and hear ooga when he drove by. Yeah. So thankfully, now that I'm trying to do YouTube, he's not doing that anymore. But
I just yell out the window and I go.
I always wondered what a damn horn. And again, we will be talking Dukes of Hazzard,
Dixieland.
Yeah, and next year we will be discussing Dukes of Hazzard, one of my favorite television shows of all time. Rob Wright wants to know: would you put Sting on the list? Is it with the Police? I would consider the Police kind of rock.
Okay.
Alternative sort of rock, but rock nonetheless.
Okay.
Yeah, Police would be rock, yeah.
But Sting solo, I don't know.
Stink.
Yeah, I didn't particularly like the solo stuff. Yeah. I would say with the Police, yeah, Sting could be on here. But when he was an undercover policeman, no. Stevie Wonder, yeah, we were talking about that. He's R&B, soul. I would say no.
What's VH?
Van Halen.
Van Halen? Okay.
David Lee Roth. Okay.
Yeah, David Lee Roth.
Hey, I know something.
All right. You guys are going to hate me right now.
We hate you.
I prefer Sammy Hagar. I know, like, the purists. Like, I get it. Some of the magic was lost. They weren't as hard-edged. Eddie played more keyboards and stuff like that. But I don't know. Something about, like, 5150 especially.
Yeah.
Something about that. I don't know. It's another one of those albums. Don't get me wrong. I love Jump and stuff. It takes me back to being a little kid. When I was a little kid, you couldn't put MTV on for more than 5 minutes without seeing it. Right? But I don't know. Something about that 5150 album. Like Dreams and Love Walks In is on that one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Those are some good songs. Like, I get it. I watch a YouTuber who despises Sammy Hagar, and he points out how everything Sammy writes has love in the title and stuff, which is true. But I don't know. Sammy had such a range, and Van Halen. So, because I wasn't as attached to original Van Halen, I guess maybe that's why I don't get as mad about the Van Hagar era. But I really like. Yeah, I thought there was kind of some magic going on there. There's a video, and again, it would probably, if you typed in "Love Walks In" live, it will probably be the first video that comes up here on YouTube, where obviously they're playing it live, and Eddie's playing keyboard, and Sammy sings and plays guitar and does all the solos and stuff in it. And it's so cool because Eddie, when Sammy's doing the solo, it shows Eddie playing the keyboard, and he looks so happy. He looks so happy and glad to be where he's at right there that particular night, because I heard all these stories about how he always wanted to play more keyboard and stuff and go the direction they went with Van Hagar. And David Lee Roth would always tell him, no, you're not playing keyboard. People, you're a guitar hero. Play guitar. You know what I mean? I always heard David Lee Roth was kind of a prick to Eddie. And in this particular video, when Eddie could just relax and be himself and play the keyboards, and there's Sammy pulling off double duty, shredding on guitar and singing, singing his brains out. Eddie just looks so content, And I always hate hearing about how that relationship ended so bad between Sammy and Eddie, and they never really patched it up, because at one time, I think Eddie was in a better place with Sammy than he ever was with David Lee Roth. That's my opinion.
Well, I know in that era, he finally actually got clean during that era.
That too, yes.
He was a major coke fiend for a long time.
Yeah, well, it wasn't back in it was shoved in their faces back in the day. So
it was like a second food group back then.
Yeah, Breakfast of Champions. Oh, Billy Joel. Billy Joel rock.
I wouldn't say he's a great singer.
He has some rock,
but a great songwriter though.
Oh, absolutely. I love Billy Joel. Don't tell anybody I said that. Listen, no, right up there. Too. Listen, right up there with my Africa by Toto, St. Elmo's Fire by John Parr. You can put Allentown right up there. I love Allentown. Well, again, in Pennsylvania, I guess it's a little sentimental thing too, but I love Allentown. I love a lot of Billy Joel stuff. Matter of fact, I was just saying earlier in the stream, my mom never got me anything after that fiasco with Def Leppard. She did, though. She did get me. It wasn't the right one. Again, she didn't come through. But I was like, Mom, I know you swore off any music for me, but how about Billy Joel? Can you just get me Greatest Hits Volume 1 and 2? Because I think they came together, And she just would like raid the cheap bin at Jamesway and get me whatever. And a lot of the songs were on the thing, but if she would have just got me Greatest Hits Volume 1 and 2, like everything I like was on those. So, but I have Greatest Hits Volume 1, 2, and 3 currently. And with my, so you're scanning through my thing, you're seeing like, Crimson Glory, Dangerous Toys, and there's Billy Joel. But so yeah, I do like me some Billy Joel. Lindsey Buckingham or Stevie Nicks? I don't know. For me, I like Stevie Nicks better vocally. Lindsey Buckingham is a great guitar player too. He's another one of those guys who's right up there with me with Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, I don't think about Stevie Ray Vaughan ever, but whenever somebody puts up a video, I have to watch it, and it mesmerizes me every time. I hear all these people talking about how great Lindsey Buckingham is, and to me, I hear Lindsey Buckingham. So I'm not a big Fleetwood Mac fan. I hear Lindsey Buckingham, and I hear the song for National Lampoon's Vacation. Holiday Road. That's Lindsey Buckingham to me. Okay. But then when somebody posts a video or something and I watch it, he is a hell of a guitar player. So he's another one I have to watch. Now, guitar player, he'd probably be on a top 10 rock guitar player list for me, but vocals, I'd have to go with Stevie Nicks. What about you, Lenrod?
Well, I've already said my number one basically is Ann Wilson.
No, but I mean out of the two, Lindsey or Stevie. If you had to kick Stevie off and put Lindsey on there, would you do it?
I don't know. Honestly, I was never really a big fan of either of them.
I'm more familiar with Stevie. Maybe that's what it is. And like I said, she's a witchy woman, man. She mesmerized me. So I'd be afraid she'd like put a curse on me or something if I took her off the list. So, in my opinion, she stays.
Yeah, she could stay on there, I guess.
Paul McCartney. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. If you're going to include the Rolling Stones, I can't believe the Beatles were overlooked. Now, is it Paul McCartney with the Beatles, or is it Paul McCartney on his own? Because I hate Paul McCartney solo stuff. Literally, I can't.
Paul McCartney on his own is just Dan Smith or whatever his name was, or Dan Campbell, the guy who replaced Paul McCartney, because the real Paul McCartney died in 1966.
Oh,
as the little story goes, one of those legends.
And going back to or I should say, going back to Spinal Tap 2, that's one of the things I didn't like about Spinal Tap 2. There's a scene in it where they have Paul McCartney in it, and it just seemed like they're like, we have Paul McCartney, we're going to stroke this out for as long as we can. It's just like the scene drug on for way longer than it should have, and really draws.
Imagine that was the joke.
Maybe, I don't know. That's, I don't know where I really began losing interest in that movie. Yeah, we were saying, William Shakespeare says, but Sting during Police Days, it's very close, but that's really new wave. Yeah, I guess they kind of were. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they're in that same range. Yeah.
Yeah, new wave alternative. They covered a lot of bases. Now that big song of theirs, Every Breast. Whoa, John.
Well, that is the Stalker song.
Every breath you take. That could almost be a hair metal band, hair ballad, though, honestly. And it's very dark. The chord progression and stuff, it's very dark.
Yeah.
That could be a metal song.
It's just the Stalker song is all it is.
That's true. Elton John. Okay, so I was never a huge Elton John fan either, but
yeah, Elton John should be on that list.
Yeah, he's definitely a rock singer, and people love the guy.
Oh yeah.
But see, I tend to group Elton John into the same category as David Bowie for some reason. Another person who I never really cared for in my entire life, but I have really grown to appreciate a lot of David Bowie stuff. And he was pretty rocking in the beginning, like Rebel and stuff like that.
Yeah, Suffragette City. Suffragette. That's the word. Suffragette City.
Yeah.
That song is absolutely rocking.
So if we're gonna put Elton John on there, I don't know. I think David Bowie should be on there somewhere too. I think.
Oh, wham bam, thank you, bam.
He was pretty rocking her, and you know, even that what's that big one? Space Oddity. I used to work with that used to come on the radio all the time. This is maybe 10 years ago. And this one guy that used to work there, he hated that song. He hated it. I couldn't understand it. I like that song. I think that's pretty cool song.
Yeah. Maybe it just got overplayed for him a lot.
Maybe that's what it was.
Kind of like that Starship song, We Built This City on Rock and Roll. Like, it's not a bad song.
No.
It just got so overplayed back in the day that everybody hates it.
Yeah, but so I love the movie Mannequin though too, which is another movie down the road we'll probably discuss.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Because
I haven't seen it since it came out, but I remember enjoying it.
You know what? I have to sit down and watch. I think I just showed it on a live stream not that long ago. I even forgot I got it. I have Mannequin, and it's a 2-pack.
Oh, wow.
Mannequin 2. I never even saw Mannequin 2, though I have it. So one of these days,
I think it wasn't very good.
Nah, probably. Well, Kim Cattrall's not in it, so right off the bat, it's not as good. Right off the bat, but just by default. But
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't. I can't remember now. It's been so long.
Sammy Hagar may be worth some discussion, SP48 says. Are you a David Lee Roth fan? I don't mean to trash anybody. It's a good thing Illegally Blonde isn't here right now, because that is like her be all end all. You can't say, I can't tell you. There were people that wanted to come after me because I would comment on her Facebook. She just posts relentlessly about David Lee Roth, right? And I would always come in there and I'd be like, David Lee Roth, you know, I don't dislike David. I just got to be me on the internet. You know, I'm a keyboard warrior. I jump in there and I'm like, David Lee Roth sucks, man. Eddie Van Halen. Sammy Hagar has the range and blah, blah, blah. There were people that wanted to fight me. They were like, you know, friends of hers. They're like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I used to some of it was just to get on her nerves. But I really do like I do like Sammy a little better. I get it though. I mean, there was David Lee Roth is definitely the better front man. I'm not disputing that. He's one of the greatest frontmen of all time. I'll give him that.
A lot of stage presence.
But he's also like now. okay, so he's one of those fellas who should have packed it in 20 years ago. He like, I don't know. It seemed like he lost his marbles if you watch anything new with him. He's right up there with Vince Neil with not even singing human like English language anymore. And he just has this fake smile plastered on his face that I wouldn't believe a word that came out of his mouth. He's just so fake. Like,
yeah, he looks goofy.
Yeah, he looks like a caricature of himself. Like he sat down. You know, people sit down in those chairs and the people draw the caricature with the big nose and the big mouth, the big smile. It's like he turned into that. He became a caricature of himself.
Yeah, caricature. Yeah.
Yeah. So William Shakespeare says Sting with the Police is straight up new wave. Think about back in the day, folks. Yeah. Well, again, I don't know much about the Police aside of that MTV just smashed me over the head with that Teacher song. What was that? Don't Stand So Close to Me or whatever.
Don't Stand So Close to Me.
My God, that's like I could if I never heard that song again in my life, I'd be okay with that. Now I did like some strange things that they did. Like I don't think what was that song? Wrapped Around My Finger? I don't think that song was as big. People were expecting like that poppy, you know, Don't Stand So Close to Me stuff, and they get all, I don't know, real alternative sort of with that Wrapped Around Your Finger song. But that one's kind of all right with me. I don't really hate that song for some reason. But I don't know. Well, for a picture, I almost even this list here I forgot to even bring up. It sparked probably almost another hour worth of discussion, didn't it?
Yeah.
But Sam, you weren't here for this one, Brother John.
Yeah.
Because I would have loved to have heard firsthand. But I would have to sell for me, and I'm not like a Journey fanboy or anything like that. So I'm not being biased when I say this, but for me, I would have to put Steve Perry as number one. If you're going rock and not counting metal singers.
Who?
Steve Perry. And then probably Freddie right after him. After that, I could care less about rock. You can put whoever you want in there. Couldn't care less. What do you guys think? Jagger stay number one for you or no? Lenrod, I know you're already.
He shouldn't be number one.
I would put Jagger at like 2, I think.
I would put Freddie Mercury right number 2. If that guy, whatever Freddie Mercury said should be number 1, we should let him have number 1.
That's my order.
Steve
Perry.
Yes.
Steve Perry number 1, Freddie number 2.
Then Freddie Mercury, yeah.
It's hard to beat, and I like Queen, but they're nowhere near my favorite band or anything. But the range that Freddie Mercury had, and I'm not trying to be an asshole here when I say this. His teeth, I heard. Okay, we're all aware that he has extra teeth or something, which gave him that appearance. You know, it's something he struggled with his entire life. He grew the mustache to hide the teeth. That aside,
oh wow,
you know, yeah, I understand. Like I watched like a scientific video on him one time where they were saying how they believe that's what gave him the extra range that he had was the curvature of his mouth, the extra teeth. Anyway, it contributed to he had like an inhuman like range.
Oh,
you know? So,
wow.
You know, feelings aside, whether you like Queen, whether you don't like Queen, whether you like the fact that Freddie was bisexual, that's off the table. I'm just saying he had a hell of a range. So. And the only person that I think, in my opinion, in rock that could even remotely challenge him would be Steve Perry.
Mm-hmm.
In rock.
In rock, yes.
Now,
what's the song he sings? I'll look it up later.
Who? Steve Perry? Oh, man. Well, first of all, Gary Ambrosia would be really disappointed in you right now because I believe Gary's favorite song ever.
I haven't watched Jaws. He's already disappointed with me.
Okay, well now he's going to be double disappointed because I believe his favorite song is "Oh Sherry" by Steve Perry. Yes, that rhymes. "Oh Sherry" by Steve Perry. Now that was his solo stuff, but now with Journey, holy smokes, Carla, if you get into a journey with Journey, if you go on a journey, You're gonna like you've heard some Journey stuff. I mean,
Just give me one. You have to give me one band at a time. I can't deal with.
Well, Journey is Steve Perry's band.
Okay.
Outside of Journey, I think Oh Sherry was probably his only hit, really. But now with Journey, I mean, if you start listening to Journey, you've heard there's
I know Oh Sherry. I know the Oh Sherry
okay,
song.
that's Steve Perry. And Journey, I'm sure you know a lot of Journey songs too, because in movies and television it's huge. Journey's in a lot of stuff. Probably even Guardians of the Galaxy. I wouldn't be surprised if it had some Journey in it. But yeah, Steve Perry, man. One of the Journey songs I always loved was Separate Ways, right? I always think the name of that song is Worlds Apart. It is Separate Ways, right? I always get that confused.
Yeah.
Separate Ways. But that one there, because the keyboard to me, it satisfies my horror fan thing too, because the keyboard intro and stuff to that to me is very reminiscent to John Carpenter's Halloween theme. If you listen to that, right? It's just the Halloween theme kind of reworked. But they make it into a poppy song too. So, and there's some killer drum fills in that song too. So that's one of my favorite Journeys. TZ says Adam Ant.
I don't know anything.
Adam Ant, that's a name that you don't hear too often.
Oh, geez. I can only think of even one song. Was he the one that sang Goody Two Shoes? Is that what am I thinking of right?
I think you think so, yeah.
Like, did he have anything other than that? I don't even remember what he sounds like. But Adam Ant again would be more like alternative, new wave. You know.
Yeah, that's what's hard. I find it hard to know the categories of what. Like that Oh Sherry song. I don't know, why is that rock? It sounds more like a romance.
Well, it is. And to be fair to Steve Perry, that's I think all I know from his solo stuff. So, but I'm basing it off of Journey, really. Journey was definitely rock.
Yeah.
I mean, they were rock.
Journey was the big band, yeah.
Yo, Lenrod, did you ever hear Steel Panther did a cover of Don't Stop Believin'?
No, I never heard that one.
Oh man, it's like it's incredible. They also did a cover of the Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, I Want It That Way. I remember hearing that one.
Yeah, that's pretty. They tore it up with that one too.
Yeah. That was the bonus. Yeah, that was the bonus track on their first record for the CD. If you got the special edition, which I didn't get. I bought the album on vinyl, and it didn't come with the special edition track because there's not enough room on the LP.
Yeah, I don't think my CD has it because I didn't hear either cover. I found them on YouTube. But yeah, their cover of Don't Stop Believin', man, especially at the end, the scream at the end. He just like he hits the Steve Perry note, and it goes beyond. So yeah. I definitely
good old Michael Starr.
Give a listen to that one. Who started out, by the way, speaking to Dave Lee Roth in a Van Halen cover band, which is why he can do all that Van Halen stuff.
Yeah, he's like a history teacher beforehand.
Jeez, could you imagine that? Mr. Starr.
Geez, Steel Panthers. Funny though, the band existed as like a parody of the '80s excesses, like parodying all the classic bands, and now they themselves are old enough to be a classic band.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Satchel Air, he's a pretty damn good guitar player.
He's played for quite a few bands, actually, over the years. I can't remember all of them, though.
Well, didn't he start with...
I know he's been in some noteworthy bands.
Yeah, I think he started out in Fight with Rob Halford. I think
I want to say he played in Fight, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I first heard of him. But, I got a message here. Let me see what it is. It's old Tim. What do we got here? Oh boy. All right. Stand by, everyone.
Got some memes.
We got a meme, and it's a doozy.
Oh, jeez.
So, what do they usually say? The views and opinions expressed within do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the FSA channel or the people on the panel. So this one here, folks, if you hate this, FKHC 2005, he's probably in the chat somewhere. Give him hell. But here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, now maybe though what he's talking about are the sci-fi guys.
Oh yeah.
It was a bad.
So because of HBO, I've been watching these sci-fi movies with balls almost since I was born. So maybe that's what he's discussing here.
Okay.
The balls are inert.
All right. There you go, brother Tim. Thanks for getting me in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. I guess I can bring this down now.
We've never had so many chats because of something you posted.
All right. There we got another. That was another one of them there. Geez, I think we're about ready to wrap this up like an hour and a half ago.
Another 6-hour outro. All right.
Yeah. Oh, we got like an hour one or something anyway. So there's that. Well, I don't even have anything to show on the way out. I already showed the movie of the week. Might as well pop this up just because I have it here. Let's pop up the bat symbol.
Hey.
That's in case I needed Carla if she wasn't here and something went wrong. I throw up the bat symbol. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. With that, brother Lenrod, what you got going on? Anything you want to plug or talk about, or any music coming up?
No music at present, but I did start a new project involving a Sega CD.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I thought I clicked the button here and I thought I just closed the stream out. Okay, good. I hear Lenrod talking.
The stream is still active. As far as I can tell.
Okay. Okay, continue, brother Lenrod.
But yeah, I just started a new project involving a Sega CD operation, so hopefully that'll bear some fruit in the near future.
Very good.
Spend most of today doing some 3D modeling work, because I'm going to build some very custom components for it.
Cool.
I've got that 3D printer now, so I can actually build some very precise components, because this does require some very precise parts to make it work. A little bit better than I can do by hand, that's for sure.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Carla, what you got going on?
I just hang out with Canadian Spider-Man when he does his travel streams, and and then I hang out here.
And we're so glad that you do. Again, Carla, thank you so much for everything you do. It's
my pleasure.
Greatly appreciate it. It's like, I don't know, it makes me even want to stream more because it's made things a little bit easier for me. So, and not many people do that in my life. People tend to make things harder for me in my life. So thank you. It's a little more enjoyable. But I put Canadian Spider-Man's link in the chat. I'm waiting for it to pop up here on the old.
All right, yeah, it will be any second.
You know what?
There it is.
Holy smokes! I missed it. You know what it is? That's user error here. I missed a whole bunch of chats. I thought it was at the bottom of it, and there was a whole bunch. I see people discussing Amy Lee, and I didn't even think about that.
I think this chat was going off.
Oh yeah, man, I missed it all. I wish this would kind of move on its own back here. It didn't. When you were sharing that thing, none of the chats are up. Wow.
That might be why.
And they were having a real good little fight. Well, not fight, but they were yelling stuff from backstage.
Yeah, maybe it's good I didn't see it, because like Chester Bennington, I don't know. I never got the entire Linkin Park thing. I don't know. That was another one of those groups, not to compare them to Nickelback, but like Nickelback was the first one. They're rocky metal.
They were new metal.
Really?
That's what the genre be, new metal, because it's like half rock, half rap.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even qualify for the list. Although I see John threw out a good. Billy Squier is a very underrated gentleman. It's a shame he did that video where he did that dance. And
Into the Night, yeah,
that dance ruined his career. That's a shame, because
it's a very not rock video.
Okay, so when you mention Billy Squier, I have to think Eddie Money. I think Eddie Money maybe should have been on that list. Because I recently. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. Okay, here comes the other second hour of the exit.
Let's do it.
But no.
Oh, the gods are telling him to stop.
He done froze.
Speaking of Eddie Money, I just recently saw a video where they did. All right, I got the notification. Am I back now? Okay.
You're moving sort of.
Start your rant again.
I was just gonna say, I just recently saw a video. Eddie Money's son, I think, did some sort of, I don't know, concert, put on some sort of concert. And Sammy Hagar, as much as I love Sammy Hagar, he sang one of Eddie Money's songs, and it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Eddie Money was a very underrated fella who, I think he was a baseball player or something, wasn't he? I think he started life like his professional life as a baseball player or something, and switched over to rock, which was weird to me.
Maybe his music was a hobby on the side, and the baseball wasn't paying well enough. It's like, I ain't getting enough girls. I'm going to start doing music.
He has some killer tracks, you know? He really does. I like some Eddie Money stuff. I ain't going to lie about that. Yeah. Take Me Home Tonight. And I love how he worked in, just like Ronnie sang, just so he could bring in Ronnie Spector so she could sing the Be My Little Baby part, you know? Her classic song from back in the day. He worked it into that song, or whoever's idea that was. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Sampling before sampling.
Huey Lewis wasn't on it. Wasn't anything to sneeze at either. That's where some people like him, some people don't. I like Huey.
He's all right, yeah.
Back into my first handful of cassettes I ever got, I had Sports. You know what got me, though? The video, what was it called? If This Is It. The video for If This Is It. That girl that he was like, she was a biatch to him in that video. But I was always like, why does she have to be a biatch? Bowie was excellent. Yep, I mentioned him. Oh, Phil Collins. See, I missed a bunch of stuff here. I'm not the biggest.
Do you realize what you've done? Everybody in South Park likes Phil Collins.
I'm not the biggest Phil Collins fan, but now would you consider it was Genesis even rock? I would have to say they were more alternative, or
yeah, I'd say alternative. It makes more sense to me.
But was he a good singer? It's about them being a singer, and was he good at singing?
He was a very popular singer.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was really good though.
Yeah, he never.
He was a good drummer.
I always knew his voice when I heard it, but I wouldn't put him on the list of top 10 of all time. Hyde should be on there. Most people don't even know. I didn't even know who that was until you told me about him. That's not rock.
I don't know who.
He's Japanese. It's kind of metally.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely he wouldn't be on this list just because of it's rock.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob has a laryngitis. Oh man, sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, buddy. Yeah, because don't you do a show tomorrow? I hope you feel better before.
I think he must do a couple of shows. He does movies and then he does
Well, I think Sunday is
music, and then a music one as well. So
yeah, I think the music one is
the chat earlier.
Oh, Christine McVie. Yeah, another Fleetwood Mac member. I forgot about her. Well, she passed away, as I recall. I remember that Fleetwood Mac song. That was my kind of introduction to Fleetwood Mac. Was when MTV first got popular. That one with her singing. I got a love, I got some honest love, got a hold on me. That song. So that was kind of like my first introduction to them. I know they were around long before that, but MTV introduced me to Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. William said Billy Joel is one of the best pop rock writers of all time. If society lasts another 200 years, they'll still be listening to him just like we do Beethoven. I agree.
Like on the Orville.
What happened?
On the Orville, Billy Joel was mentioned on there.
Oh, really? I can see that. He was a very sophisticated songwriter. Like
right there with like Mark Knopfler too.
Like when I listen to stuff like Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, yes, you guys probably don't imagine me ever listening to Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, but that's a very classy song. And I feel I listen to that one with my pinky out when I listen to that one. And bottle.
You gotta hold it high in the air, as high as possible.
Yes. Like this.
There you go.
Bottle of red, bottle of wine. It all depends upon your appetite. I can't sing Billy Joel, but yeah, I do like a lot of Billy Joel stuff.
I love Billy Joel.
And you know what was pretty rocking? That one, oh geez, what was it? What was the video where, because I know it's on volume 3, so it was a kind of later 80s hit for him, where he was, they were a band rehearsing in an apartment, and like, it was in like New York City or something, and like everybody's yelling out their windows at him to shut up and everything. What was the name of that song, man? Not Keeping the Faith. That was a pretty rocking tune. I wish I could think of it right now. He did have some rockers. But yeah, he was, yeah. And again, just somebody reminded me.
The Bee Gees aren't rock, are they?
Bee Gees are disco. They're full blown.
Okay, okay, cool. There you go. I fought for it, Rob, but I do love the Bee Gees.
Hey,
I love.
Just between us, I dig the Bee Gees. I dig the Bee Gees. I don't know. I can dig the Bee Gees. I don't have a problem with the Bee Gees, but they're definitely disco, not rock.
Okay.
Disco stew.
Kansas. Okay, so I'm familiar with
Kansas. Is the song a matter of trust? Pressure?
Matter of trust. It's always been a matter of trust. Yeah, that's the one. That's a pretty rocking song.
Thank you, Rob.
That's a pretty rocking song. But we were just discussing in Billy Joel not that long ago, and somebody pointed out in the chat that he actually had a hard rock metal-y type band that he started out in. So Billy Joel has some hard rocking roots.
Mm-hmm.
But Kansas, though, like I didn't even know that was the singer's name. I didn't even know. I have a love-hate relationship with Kansas because I only know 2 songs from. Maybe if I heard more, I would recognize it. But off the top of my head, I only know 2 Kansas songs. One is a cool memory and I don't know why, but the singer who sang on my Stand and Fight, Curtsy, whenever he would show up to band practice, he had this Jeep with the loudest sound system you've ever heard in your life. I don't know how. He's probably deaf at this point in his life. We used to hear him coming a block away, blasting Carry On. You could hear, even if we were playing, you heard Carry On My Wayward Son coming down the street. That was the song that psyched him up for every band practice, every single band practice.
Oh, wow.
So I think of that, but then I also think of Dust in the Wind. Now, I graduated in 1990. So we had some. Now, I'm not the biggest Bon Jovi fan or Poison fan, but there were some decent songs to choose from when they handed out the list for a class song. And proof positive that my class was like dorks, right? They chose Dust in the Wind. Dust in the Wind to me is one of the most depressing songs I've ever heard in my life. You're supposed to be moving on to bigger and better things. And I wanted something I was going to up. I would have rather like Living on a Prayer, I think was one of the selections.
Yeah.
You know, for Bon Jovi. I would have rather went out with Bon Jovi than Dust in the Wind. It's every time I hear that song to this, because I never even heard it before this, because they picked it and I'm like, what the fuck is that song? I never even heard of this song. And then I listened to it and I'm like, this is what we're going out on? I want to kill myself. I'm not going to the next stage of my life. I'm like,
we went on The Wall Part 2. Yeah, we don't need no education.
Oh, see, now that would be rebellious. That would have been fine. I'm not a huge Pink Floyd fan, but I would have preferred that. And no disrespect to Kansas. I love Carry On My Wayward Son. That's a cool song. He has a good voice, but Dust in the Wind is one of the most depressing songs I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. And that's my graduation song. Like, people, seriously. But did I ever tell the story how between, I think it was 10th grade going into 11th grade, it was the 10th grade year, the teachers went on strike. So we basically had to go to school throughout the summer to make up for it. So like my sophomore junior year was like all one long thing. So at the beginning of the junior year, after we had like 2 days off for summer vacation, my friends, me and my friends, well, not me, I was just a part of it, but the metalhead people the clique that I hung out with organized a student walkout. And of course, everybody from the jocks, which we called sportos, the sportos, the nerds, everybody was all for walking out of the school. So that morning, we picked a date. My clique, we went in there. We rounded everybody up on the 3rd floor. We went to the 2nd floor. It was like this parade through the school. We all walked out together in unison. And my original singer in my band, Scott Snyder, who has now passed away, God rest in peace, brother. Legally Blonde, you know who I'm talking about. She's the one who told me he passed away. We didn't even know. Anyway, he carried a boombox, and we marched out to "In Union We Stand" by Overkill. So it's a good thing we organized it, because what a song to walk out to. Yeah, "In Union We Stand." So that was a cool moment. And it was a nice big middle finger to the teachers for making us go to school all freaking summer too. Yeah, pricks.
Well, they
So
had
have
to
some
go
overkill.
too. They did the teaching for the holidays, and then they didn't get it either. So
Yeah, but still.
yeah, you need
But
break.
yeah.
Rob Wright wants to know about what about Ronnie Van Zant? Didn't someone mention that from Leonard Skinner?
So I was working my way up the chat. No, hold on, give me a second. I got to scroll down to the bottom.
Okay.
I'm having a hell of a time. I was telling Fez before, I was like, I didn't even know if I was going to make it this long. All week I've been so exhausted, and today especially, I was like, I'm like sitting here, I can barely keep my eyes open. But I won't go to bed. Yeah, but if I end the stream right now, because now I'm going to I have to be in to work 3 hours early later today. Later in a little while, I have to be in 3 hours early, and I'm like, I'm not going to sleep, because first of all, I'm going to have to set my alarm, and I can't sleep when I have my alarm set. So
yeah, I know.
Totally screwed. My week is screwed. Okay, what were we saying? Rob Wright. Oh, right here. Ronnie Van Zant from Lynyrd Skynyrd. Lynyrd Skynyrd was definitely rock. I'm not a huge Skynyrd fan.
Southern rock, yeah. I wouldn't call him like a great singer, though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, would it be on a top 10 of all time? If there was a top 40,
yeah, I'd probably put him in the top 40 or 50. Yeah.
Now Skynyrd, listen, I'm not a Skynyrd fan, but in the world of rock, they may be on a top 10 list of rock bands of all time, just simply because of popularity. Because I know people love Skynyrd.
And the Freebird meme.
I have tried on several occasions throughout the years to give Freebird a shot. It's a great song. First 10 minutes. Like after that, it's like, I should have wrapped this up long ago, fellas. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm one for a guitar solo, but holy smokes, there's like overdoing it, and they overdid it on that one.
Oh, everybody got their own solo in that song.
And then some. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dust in the Wind was part of Bill and Ted. I haven't watched those in a long time. No, I never even bothered to see the third one. I just don't understand how it's going to be any good without George Carlin. But I do like Bill and Ted.
I mean, I guess it could be good without George Carlin. I mean, he really wasn't even in the second movie. He was only at the very end.
That's true. And now you mention it. Matter of fact, I like the Bogus Journey is probably my favorite one of the two. And I like it because of the Grim Reaper.
And it has Megadeth in it.
Well, that too. Well, yeah. Matter of fact, that's why the song is Go to Hell. That movie was originally supposed to be Bill and Ted Go to Hell. But did Johnny Depp have a movie, something about Go to Hell or something at the same time? Which is, I think, why they had to change.
Possibly.
I think that's why they had to change the title. That's why Megadeth's song is Go to Hell. It was supposed to be
it made sense because that's where they were going in the scene.
Yeah. That was supposed to be the name of the movie, and that was supposed to be the main song. But I think a Johnny Depp movie screwed that up.
I think Bogus Journey, it makes more sense anyway.
Bogus Journey, man, that Grim Reaper is freaking hilarious. That is,
the Reaper's
hilarious in that. You sunk my battleship.
Well, we should watch those movies. We should watch those movies one day, just like them together.
Oh, they are fun. They are fun movies. Yeah,
I love those movies.
Yeah, I can watch them.
Rob Wright says the first two Bill and Ted movies are good. The third one should not exist.
I've heard that.
Yeah, that's just one of those horribly belated sequels that just doesn't need to exist. Yeah,
I didn't even waste my time. Now, come on, now.
Morton from Aha.
Okay, so
that guy is phenomenal. He's not really a rock singer, but he's still a phenomenal vocalist, though.
I don't know. Well, if we're gonna go falsetto now, because they're not rock. So if we're gonna go falsetto, my vote's for King Diamond. King Diamond.
Yeah.
King Diamond over Morton any day.
Oh yeah. I say he did the That was the Living Daylights. Aha did that theme song.
The only thing I know from them is that Take On Me song. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, and so they did the song for Living Daylights.
Point of No Return from Kansas is great. I'll have to check it out. Done. If you think of it, shoot me a link because I'll forget.
Same album.
Oh.
It's all Leftoverture.
Oh, I don't know. Shoot me a link or
Like
something. John, I'm always shooting you links. You send me one this time because otherwise I'll forget to check it out. And I would like to be able to say no more than 2 songs from Kansas. Carry On My Wayward Son still makes me tear up. A little too close to home for me. Understandable.
I have to go. I forgot. I have to pick something up really quickly.
Okay. Yeah, we're wrapping this
Sorry.
up anyway. Yep. Hey, thank you again.
We were wrapping this up an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. All right, maybe we'll still be here.
Talking about it. Everybody loves. Yeah, I just have to go really quickly.
Okay.
Otherwise, I get in trouble. Okay, bye, boys. Bye, everybody.
Take care. Love you, Carla.
Yep.
Yeah, love you too. Okay. Love you and leave you. There you go.
Love 'em, leave 'em. Oh,
yeah. Thinking the same one.
Great minds, right? John would have been singing that too if he would have been here.
Yeah.
He's probably putting it in the chat as we speak.
Yeah.
No, Freebird. Yeah. It's a good song. It's just too long. Way too long. Peter Steele from Typo Negative.
In the opposite direction, with very low.
I was like, because I had the mouse over that backstage here and it highlights it blue, so I couldn't see Fez's Fez for Hire. I thought that was me. I'm like, when did I put that in the chat?
Somebody hacked your account.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I've been having all kind of weird, kooky computer stuff going on this week. Well, Typo Negative, that's metal though. We don't show any respect to metal singers on these lists. We never do.
No, never. Singers,
guitar players, bass players, they're all as far as all these Rolling Stones and all this stuff can.
No, it's all about whether or not it's mainstream,
Oh, the Johnny Depp movie was From Hell about Jack the Ripper.
Okay, yeah. Well, good old Johnny Depp. He doesn't like seeing himself, so he's been known to deface his own movie posters.
I would do that. That's what I would do.
Yeah. He also dresses up as Captain Jack Sparrow and waves to kids at Disneyland.
Yeah, I heard that. That's pretty cool of him.
I think I might have seen him when I went to Disneyland years ago. Because I saw one of the animatronic puppets, and they all looked really good. And I saw the one playing the Captain Jack Sparrow one. I'm like, okay, that looks a little too lively. So that might have been him. I don't know.
See, that's pretty cool. That's even where I have to give, as much as I can't tolerate Mark Hamill. I mean, the fact that he does still tend to go and see sick kids in a hospital and stuff, that's pretty cool. I mean, he's not a total.
He still does good. At least he tries to do good anyway. And actually does good.
Yeah. Aha, it's pop rock. Now, yeah, but pop. Yeah. Pop is kind of.
Yeah, they're very poppy.
Pop is not rock and roll, though. Oh.
At one point it was.
Hold on. Hold the phone. Brad Delp from Boston should be on the list. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy is phenomenal, yeah.
That could go above Freddie and Steve Perry.
I don't know if I put him above Freddie. I put him like right next to Freddie, though, I think.
That's a tough call for me. Good call, Rob Wright. See? Good call, Rob
another
Wright.
one, Lou Gramm, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lou Gramm, too, yeah.
Foreigner. Yeah.
Not my top, but yeah, he'd probably be on that list.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Jukebox Hero when I was a little kid, I'll tell you. Although one Foreigner song I can't stand that what the hell's that song? See, I try to block these things out of my
I want to know what love is.
That ballad they had, that big ballad, that a win for depressing songs for me.
Yeah. I like that song just because my friend Ben used that in a movie he made. And it was a really funny scene involving the song because it was stuck on loop in their car and they had no choice but to listen to it until they hated it.
Oh, yeah, Brad Delp for More Than a Feeling. What a song that is. That's one I always wanted to cover. And back when
song.
Yeah, when we had Curtsy, man, he could have sang that. We never did it. We should have done it. Yeah, Lou Gramm. Yeah, he should probably definitely over some of those people that were on there for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I Want to Know What Love Is. Yeah, that one can go hang out with Dust in the Wind and stay as far away from me as humanly possible.
I find that songs, if you replace the word love in the song with blood, the lyrics still make sense. And now it's about vampires.
Still
I
sounds.
want to know what blood is.
I'm going to hear it that way from now on. Thank you. Maybe I'll at least,
Yep.
when it comes on somewhere like at work where I can't help but hear it, maybe I'll just hear it that way. And thank you, Lenrod. I might be able to tolerate it now.
Yeah. It's just like any song you replace love with blood, and it tends to still make sense. I think the Van Hagar song was like love walks in. You change it to blood walks in. It's like blood comes walking in. It's coming straight from a heart or whatever.
A heart gushing blood. There you go.
Yeah, it's like the lyrics still make sense with blood. It's weird.
William Shakespeare said, yes, Brad Delp as well. I just recently watched a long docu about Boston's first album creation. Well worth it on YouTube.
Yeah. Like there were something about, I don't know the whole story, but like it was recorded basically in their basement because all the record labels said no to them. And then the record wound up being like one of the biggest albums of all time, like where every single track was a radio hit.
Wow.
Even today, more than 50 years later, you listen long enough on any classic rock station, you'll still hear every track from that record.
Yeah, they definitely had some hits. Waiting for a Girl Like You. I can stand that. No, it was I Want to Know What Love Is the one I can't stand that song.
Yeah.
Find it so
I think both of those are from the same record. You know, say Agent Provocateur is both the same record. Those are both huge hits for him.
Lonesome Dove Perveret. Am I saying that right? From Foghat. Slow Ride. I know that one. Yo, you know
that
what's
guy's
something?
great too.
I just recently found out. I never knew this. Another song I kind of dig is Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
Oh, yeah.
They're Native American Indian.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Somebody keeps posting,
That's
and
cool.
I meant to mention this because I discovered this earlier this year. Somebody keeps posting a live video, and they were very good live. And it starts out with the one guitar player, like they're, he's like, they're all kind of, Native American Indianly dressed, whatever the term is. But the one guitar player especially, and he does like this war dance or a rain dance or something in the beginning of the live thing and all. It's really, really cool. So
neat.
Yeah, Native American Indians. Who knew? Matter of fact,
I just call them Indians. They were Indians before India had Indians. So technically calling an India Indian is like offensive.
My high school football team is the Indians. I cannot believe it's still acceptable. Like, I'm really shocked.
It should be, though, because technically the term Indian was given to them. It was just I think it was something Columbus said. It was like Indios no something or another in Spanish, which is like another children of God. And then the term Indian just kind of stuck for him. But back then, India didn't exist as the country we know it today. It wasn't even called India yet. It was called Hindustan at the time. Like, it wasn't called India until, I want to say, like the 16 or 1700s.
Well, they'd have big problems around here if they did have to change everything, because almost everything locally, within miles and miles of radius here, is named something Indian, some kind of Indian tribe named after. So
I'll say a lot of it's named for them. Like the Cleveland Indians, they changed the name to the Indians to honor one of their players who was an Indian.
Yeah, people are dumb these days. They just look for anything to complain about. You're not honoring anybody. You're just missed. Everything's just
it's like the Redskins. They were named that in honor of the local Indian tribes.
Boston,
and now they're just the Washington Commanders or something stupid now.
That doesn't have the same ring to it. The Commanders.
Yeah, I still say they should have kept the name Redskins and just changed their mascot to a potato.
You know how to get them to change it back? Just tell them that the Commanders is short for Commander-in-Chief, and remind them who the current Commander-in-Chief is, and they'll change it right back.
Actually, I think the team is under new ownership, and there's a chance that the old name could be coming back.
I hope so. Commanders is I'm not even a sports fan, but
it just doesn't feel right when you say it. It's such an awkward sounding name. Like, it was better when it was just Washington Football Team.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, Commander sounds like a high school football team or something, and not even a good high school.
Boston is an incredible album.
Yeah, the self-titled debut.
Oh yeah, sorry, you did. Yeah, we already talked. They Live. You'll have to go back
2 hours ago.
2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
John said it was great. I hope it went well.
Yeah,
definitely.
I got the chance to actually watch it beforehand.
Well, again, just even though we spoiled some things for you, I'm telling you, there's nothing like seeing it. It's I think you'll enjoy it. It's a
Yeah.
very clever movie, and especially now, like I'm almost jealous of you. I wish I could watch it now, knowing how things are in the world today. It'd probably be a whole different movie to me right now.
Yeah, totally different vibe.
Yeah, because Carla's back.
Hey, look at that.
I got a blip on my radar.
Oh, at least in the chat.
Hi.
Oh, there she is.
sure.
Yay!
Yeah.
I just have to get my audio properly done. My
Okay.
AirPods.
Oh, there you go. Rob
Ah.
Wright says we all know
Yeah, don't want
Doomcock
feedback.
should really be number 1 on the list.
He's not all rounder. He's not a rock. He's more like
Yeah, he's a crooner. Yeah, yeah. If it was R&B,
Well, David Lee Roth was technically a crooner before Van Halen. He was a lounge singer. So he could probably do the crossover.
We'll have to see. We'll have to get him to sing some rock tunes. The record company told them to go re-record the entire album, so they kind of did, but in the same way.
Yeah. What was it? Somebody did a movie or something, then they brought it back and they changed nothing but said they changed something, and then they accepted it. I can't remember what that was.
I like James Caserti says, "Stop kissing up, Rob." No, I'll tell you what. I remember when I first discovered Doomcock's live streams, and I would sit there and I'd be like, "What am I doing listening to this?" I didn't like any of the stuff he was singing, but then week after week after week, I just kept tuning back into it, and now like some of the songs are just like so a part of my life now. Like,
yeah,
I don't even listen
to
them. I don't even listen. In some cases, I never even heard the original song. I only know Doomcock's rendition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like hearing it from the artist, because I don't even know the other versions of the song. But
I do a version of the Weller Man that rocks pretty hard. I started doing that because Doomcock was singing it.
Yeah,
I never knew it before Doomcock.
Yeah, did you do that on King Dolphin before or something?
I probably did.
I think you did. I think you remember doing it. Did I say that right? I think I remember hearing you. See, I'm at the point I'm so tired I'm not.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago.
Normal. Yeah, I think he did though.
Yeah.
They had a Cleveland Guardians. Yeah, Cleveland Indians, folks. Just like Slave One.
Mm-hmm.
We don't abide by your rubbish.
That's right.
DC is not human. That's true. So he can be on any damn list he wants to be on.
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
That's right.
What are we saying here? Wait, what is this? Carla couldn't finish her Saturday night without us.
That's right.
Well, it's like Sunday. It's almost I'm going into my Sunday night now.
Yeah, it's Carla's in the future.
That's right.
Oh no.
Well,
my boy, loving
on the bright side,
boys.
On the bright side, if I was where Carla is, I'd probably be almost done working by now.
So what you do is you go to work and say, "I'm actually on New Zealand time. Bye."
Yeah. No, I'll just when they call me, I'll just say, "Hey, I was already there. I'm on New Zealand time. You guys missed it."
Yeah.
I was already there.
Reminds me of a guy who I worked with very briefly at one of my old jobs. He was a black fellow, and he showed up for work late every day, and he was very late. And when he asked for excuses, like he's just, "I'm on African American time. You can't fire me." They still fired him.
Yeah.
He'd show up late and wouldn't do anything. Like, "Yeah, you're fired. This is a right to work state. We can fire you for no reason at all."
Wow.
Which is a good way to help get rid of bad workers without all the extra crap that can go with it.
Well, I don't know. I guess I should probably get some. Oh, wait, before we go. Geez, I forgot I even had these before. Yeah, I know. Here we go.
It can't stop. We're not allowed to stop it.
I don't like making me big, but no, wait, did I even put a picture? I think I put a picture. Shoot, what did I do? I think I forgot to put the picture in a thing. I wonder if I can add this now. I'm going to try to attempt to add a picture while I'm talking, so bear with me here. I saw some things. I was going through some of my crap earlier, and some of the things I have are just odd. Like, I often think, like, if not to get morbid or anything, but I often think to myself, if I passed on, right, and somebody came in my house and started going through my things, they'd be like, weirded out by some of it. And these are one of those things. Like I totally even forgot I had these. Oh man, do I have a lag? I got I got worse than Fez lag going on here right now.
Yeah, you look fine on my screen.
Well, as far as trying to bring up a picture here, I think
yeah,
right here. Let's see if this comes up.
It's trying.
I clicked on it. It's just a matter of cooperation on
Let's
my
enjoy
internet.
this cosmic picture for a while longer.
We're not responding. All right, there it came up. Do you guys remember these things? Go over to Lenrod. You probably don't.
Gross.
Yeah, well, you know what? So I go this afternoon. I'm just like looking under my bed, see what I got going on. And I came across a bag and see these things right here? Check this out. Hold on. All right. See, I'm so tired. I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. Okay, check this out.
Oh, look at that. Classic.
There's that one. Here's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You should get a Christmas tree and make them into,
Christmas
ball
ornaments. Yeah.
These days you can get those sort of empty ornament balls that you'd usually put a photo in, but you can put those guys in it and hang them from a tree.
That would be a Christmas tree, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? That would be a Christmas tree right there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Which did you get? You get a small Christmas tree, you burn half of it, and then hang those on the burnt half.
Man, that would be a bet for higher Christmas tree. That's a good idea.
Nice metal tree. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but some of the stuff I come across, man, it's like I'm saying, if something happened to me today, if somebody came through my house, they'd be like, "What the hell is this?" It's like
it's a classic toy.
Yeah. Right. No, I'd just be like some weirdo, but yeah, I guess I have those since I was a kid. But yeah, like I said, that was one of the benefits. My parents didn't really throw stuff out like most parents, and when fortunately I moved next door from my mom's house, back in the day, and she just shipped everything over here. Every time she'd find stuff, she shipped it over. So to this day, I'm still finding weird stuff. So, but thanks, Mom.
It's cool though.
Yeah, it's different. That was different. Well, the thing of it was the reason the reason I started looking under there was because I accidentally kicked a bag that these were in, and I think it was this one. This one here came rolling out, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" Come rolling out from under my bed. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were under there, but anyhow. All right.
This time. You say goodbye. Now you say goodbye.
Yeah. No, this time I'm serious. I got to get some sleep. So
yep.
On the way out, I'm just going to check because I didn't check those folks in the chat. We're going to check and see. All right. I don't know. Rob Wright's looking a little suspicious to me.
Oh, no.
He's looking like he might be one of them Andromedans. Andromedans? Isn't that where they're from? I think they're from Andromeda and they live. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on you, Rob Wright. I'm going to keep an eye on you.
Did you see what William Shakespeare said?
I can't see a damn thing in this. What is this?
Oh, geez.
I would just take all your guitars forever, but I'd leave a thank you note. At least he's respectful about it. That's pretty cool.
At least they're going to a good home, right?
Yeah. One of these days, I'm just going to have
Shakespeare's book is a good home.
Uh-oh. Rob Wright has dibs on my figure from Andy Masterson.
Oh,
geez.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. Like, some people come in here and be like, "Oh, man, it's like kids in a candy store." Rob is a Thermian. Yeah, like I said, I'm keeping an eye on him. He looks suspicious to me. Everybody else, y'all look great. You look non-alien-like, so we're cool. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I can't see a damn thing with these on. I'm trying to, what am I doing here? Where am I at even? All right. So I'm just clicking on things. See, I can't see. Yes. Okay. So we verified. I thought, see, these glasses work. See that? I could tell something was off with Rob Wright. So there we have it. We exposed Rob Wright as the alien. He's from, now are Thermians related to Andromedans? Andromedians?
Thing is, if you heard him talk at the moment, he would sound like an alien.
Me?
No, Rob.
Oh,
right?
Rob Wright, the laryngitis. Okay, I thought I was alien again.
He's got laryngitis, so he'd be like,
That'd be a crossover, wouldn't it? That they live in Galaxy Quest, because I originally heard. No, I heard Galaxy Quest was originally much darker than
really?
it was. Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's perfect.
Yeah. That is a great movie. I do love Galaxy Quest. I did notice though. A matter of fact, I think that's one of the last times I was on Pop Culture Breakdown. I was on for that one. And I had this whole thing worked up. I love it. Matter of fact, I was on Doomcock for the longest time. I was messaging him privately. Doomcock, I don't mean to be a pain, but would you consider Galaxy Quest? And I finally get to come on. I got the day off for that. I had this whole thing in my mind. I should have wrote it down in my mind about what I was going to do. Soon as Doomcock calls on me, my one cat starts choking to death on a hairball right behind me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a great movie. I loved it. Okay. And then I had to get off and go save my cat. So I was like,
we'll do Galaxy Quest one day for you.
Yeah. That's when I noticed. I watched my DVD for that. That's the first I saw it in a long time. And my DVD is of poor quality.
No.
I don't really get into upgrading things. That's when I need to upgrade. Well, this one here I haven't watched either in a long time. They Live. This was a thing. We used to have a store. The mall was quite far from here too, so I didn't get there all the time. But they had a store called Real Collections that had almost any movie under the sun. This was back with VHS. This was even pre-DVD. And every time we went there, I saw They Live on VHS, and I wanted to get it, but the person I was with at the time was like, she wanted to get something else and blah blah. So anyway, I put off getting it until eventually Real Collections went out of business. And I never saw this again for the longest time until it was when our Walmart first went in around here. And the one year for Halloween, they did the Halloween section like they do. And this was there. I was like, I don't care how much it costs. I don't care if I get yelled at for buying it, but I bought it. And to this day, I still have it. So I'll tell you what, that's how old this copy of the DVD is. If you look inside here and you remove this paper, the case actually is plastic. You know how you buy a DVD now and it's all holes because they're trying to save money. They don't give a damn about protecting your disc. No, this was actual plastic. There's some weight to this. So that's one of the reasons why I hung on to it. But and also because it's great.
Galaxy Quest on DVHS is $100.
Whoa.
Man. DVHS being a very rare format.
It's
I'm glad. It's a VHS tape, but it's in high def.
I guess I'm glad I at least have it on DVD, even though the picture quality is terrible. Hey, I'm looking at the insert. It is all horror, Child's Play, and they really consider They Live a horror. I really don't. It's more science fiction to me. But
it's not Carry-On Set. Remember,
sci-fi with horror element, maybe.
Horror element, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Just like Shock 'em Dead is it says it's a horror movie, but it's more comedic than horror.
Yeah. Right. Okay, again, like I said, I'll be saying, okay, now I got to make my sandwich to go to work. But
yeah.
So, all right, I was going to try to be all cool and go out with the glasses on and stuff, but I need to be able to see to click these buttons here and stuff. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Thank you. Every time you guys show up, it's so cool to me that you guys want to hang out with me. Not to steal a line from
back on.
Hey, there he is. Not to steal a line from Doomcock, but as a little kind of nerdy kid who's only kind of even ever liked because I played guitar a little bit, it's so cool that people want to come here on a Saturday night and hang out with me. So, I want to thank everyone that was here in the panel, even Fez.
He tried.
He tried. He did. He gets an A for effort.
We must be 2 weeks in a row now, Fez.
Yeah, man, we got to fix this internet problem because it's like, I don't know, my brother from another mother is like out there among the others. I don't know. I tried rhyming. I'm too tired. But So anyway, I want to thank everyone that was here on the panel, everyone that was here and is still here in the chat. And I also want to thank you right there who's watching this on the replay. And I would really appreciate it if you would hit that there like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And see that I'm starting to sound like a real YouTuber. And please leave a comment because it helps with the YouTube algorithm and pushes the channel forward. I definitely need some help again because YouTube is, I don't know, subscribers are vanishing. Maybe I'm sucking, whatever. I'll try to do better, I promise. But in the meantime, what you need to do, seriously, is take care of yourselves, take care of each other, And why? Take it easy. When you can take it, my folks on the panel here, how do we take it? We take it
Sleazy.
I got a little story for you about this girl I knew. I think you'll like it. It goes a little something like this. Take it easy. Take it easy.
That was the deluxe version. That one had reverb. Good night, everybody.